guys can start with your player recap.
Boy, we were lost underwater.
Yeah.
A lot. But we explored around. We found a bunch of those creepy merman guys, and we killed a lot of their babies, but not all of them. So there's that.
Yeah, I think this. I'm trying to remember where the last session, like the session before the last one ended and this one began, and I think we were in the caverns already fighting these big old serpentine mermaid people. And yeah, we just explored the entire cavern, fought score wave after wave of them. Until we finally found, and yeah, we killed their unborn, destroyed the eggs that we found. At least one nursery. We found another nursery that we didn't destroy, and then we found the ritual chamber where some bad stuff was happening.
Yeah, and you detected thoughts on the creature casting the spell.
I did. And I didn't get the chance to dig deeper, but her surface thoughts were pretty mundane. She confirmed that the ritual had been completed, and she may have said something else, but then she was like, "Oh, I guess I need to deal with these interlopers now because they're here, and one of them just stabbed me."
Yeah, and she said something like "destroy beauty," which I don't know what that's about.
Yeah. Something about... Yeah, you're right.
But Tarvik casted a nasty shatter spell that destroyed its thing. And we looted everything.
Too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So she was destroyed. I guess the ritual Tias was destroyed. But we were able to read off of it. Rolen was, I think.
Yeah, the dais said sacrifice for thy power.
I looted a bunch of stuff, which I put on my character sheet. We got a crazy trident. Rieta separated from the group on our way back, and it took us a long time to track her down as we were trying to both get out and explore the area, but Rieta was gone for a long time. We had to drag her back. We had to grapple. Rolen had to grapple her and lasso her, and we dragged her back. But we did find the 2 villagers that we went looking for. Both are dead. And we dragged them back too.
I thought it was a total of 4.
4, that's right.
That we found tangled up in the kelp outside, and the one that we found in the ritual chamber.
That's right. And they're all sitting in the boat with Rieta and Tarvik.
Oh.
Yep.
2 things that I think we missed. 1, Tarvik was very anti-kill baby and did not participate in the destroying of the egg sacs. And 2, whatever was doing the ritual also made an air pocket, it seemed that was destroyed whenever the table got destroyed. But for a while there was fresh air down there, it seemed like.
The writing on the trident said, "The waterbound worthy wield my will."
Yeah, and no one's attuned to that yet, or tried to.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm currently holding it, so I guess I'm slowly attuning to it, but...
But you're also rowing, so I don't think you'll...
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not focusing on attuning to it, so I probably won't happen until I get back to town.
Yeah. And then Rolen and I were just going to swim alongside, because we still have the slippery wheel.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that covers everything.
Yep.
Alrighty, well then we will hop into today's session here. So you guys are on the boat, singular, on the lake now, having emerged from the water, and you have the bodies on the boat, but Rolen and Kassandra are outside swimming because, as you've tested, the boat cannot handle your entire group's weight. So you guys are here in the situation, moving forward, going towards land. I would like Rolen and Kassandra, please, to roll athletics to see how well you guys are swimming alongside the boat.
Hey. Oh.
Man, that big strength, everybody.
Yeah.
You guys are moving forward. Both Rieta and Tarvik rowing the boat.
Before we row, can I want to dump a couple things in the boat, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna put just a handful of things I have, including the elemental gem, in the boat. Yeah. And I'm gonna ask Tarvik. Hey Tarvik, can I see the trident again?
Oh, sure. I'll hand her the trident.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Roland has a trident. Do I see anything different?
You do not? Nope.
Okay. Alright, that was all I wanted to do. We can start going back.
I will also say, if Rita's on the boat, I'll give her back her crossbow and her crossbow bolts that she gave me earlier. Yep.
Alright, give me one moment.
I'll reach back out to Roland and be like, hey, do you want to swim with that, or do you want to just put it on the boat back here?
I can swim with it. That's fine.
Are you sure? I don't want you getting caught by another fish thing.
Yeah, I'm sure. How do I message just to GM?
You do the / arrow, and then you type in W space, and then type in GM space, and then your note after that.
Okay.
Yes,
Sorry.
that works.
Cool. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Sorry. Ignore that. Yeah, Roland says he's good.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And then I guess, Rita, do you want to row aside me, or is it just gonna be me?
I can row.
All right.
Can she though?
Yeah,
She can try.
of course she can.
After we start rowing for a little bit, and I'm guessing I see Roland struggling to keep up a little bit with the boat.
Roll it.
GM?
Yes, give me one moment.
Yep, no problem.
So, Tordak, you were amazing, like, down there. I mean, like, number one, you were, like, doing magic, while also, like, up in their faces and fighting them, and you had, like, those amazing, like, that amazing idea to, like, put the pythons in. Like, you're such a pro. Like, where did you learn how to do all this stuff?
Oh, I don't know, just years of experience, I guess. Have you guys been doing this long? I know you guys said you went to some school or something like that, but like, have you done like?
I mean, really, it's been like a few weeks, to be
Oh,
perfectly
okay.
honest.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's clear, but it's pretty clear that you guys are on the newer side of things.
Thanks.
That's
Yeah.
not. Oh, that's
Thanks.
that's not an insult. It's more.
What is it?
Those, when
What
I
is
saw
it?
you guys handling the children situation down there, it was pretty clear that you guys didn't quite know what you were doing entirely.
Cassandra splashes Tarvik on the water. Stop.
Tarvik. I mean, like, Tarvik just takes that in stride and just like wipes away the water a little bit and just says, I mean, look, I'd understand if we were getting paid maybe like per head of whatever those things were or something like that, but there are actions have consequences, and unfortunately, it seems like maybe these consequences might come back at some point. I don't know.
Are you saying that we should have like gotten the other
Killed all of
nursery and gone
Yeah.
back there?
Actually, can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I missed part of that.
Sorry. So are you saying that like we should have gone to the other nursery and like finished the job?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Because I mean, yeah, now that you mentioned it, like you're right. This is going to be a problem when those things grow up. Like we definitely should have.
that's not
Oh
that's
no.
not the solution.
Oh no.
Nature is very content without us in it. When we go in and disturb things, there are consequences to actions. It's clear that if the reason for the kidnappings was not them, but in the future, they might take vengeance on the town, maybe even after you guys are gone from it, because of your actions.
Right, which is why we should have gone back and finished the job, because then there'd be no one to take
They
revenge.
were
No,
already
because
going
if
to
you
attack
did
the
that,
town. They were for sure already attacking the town. We went out here because they attacked the town.
yes, but it was clear that they were doing it only for whatever that thing's purpose, right? They only
No.
kidnapped for that purpose.
I mean, we don't know that. We know that they are totally willing and capable of attacking the town, and
But
we're
But
for
why,
sure
I guess.
going to, we literally came in and killed a bunch of adults, right? They were going to attack the town anyways. Destroying the fetuses was a way to, honestly, yeah, we should have cleared out the whole thing. As soon as we killed the first adult, we were their enemies. They're gonna attack the town.
it was clear by the later portion of this that they were only attacking because we were in their zone. It didn't seem like they wanted the people for any reason. It didn't seem like they grabbed their objects off of them or used them for any sort of meat purposes. It's clear that they wanted it just for some sort of protection purposes. And by killing all of them, we invite some sort of other invasion from something else that was above them in the food chain. Nature, like I said, nature has a purpose, and when we step into it, we cause issues for everyone.
So it was good that we killed half of them so that we don't have this more advanced creature coming after us, but we have less numbers to fight.
It would have been far better if we just took the adults or took care of the adults that were are a problem to us and left the children alone, in my mind.
So as you guys are rowing and having this deep philosophical discussion, Rolen, you hold on to the trident and you're looking for any creatures around you as you're swimming. You don't notice anything, so you go ahead and continue holding on to it while swimming. Though it kind of makes sense with your athletics that this is not as productive as perhaps Kassandra, who is uninhibited by any type of weapon in her hands as she strokes along just fine. You're keeping up to pace with the boat. Nothing like you're straggling per se, but it does seem like you're struggling through the water a little bit. As Rieta and Tarvik, you're rowing the boat. Can you make your athletics checks, please? Or whoever's rowing, if it's only one of you.
Sure, I'll make the roll.
Okay.
Nice big roll there.
Oh.
Nope, that is just a DM. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Both of your rolls were... Yeah, so Tarvik had 9, and Rieta had 20 for the athletics. Nat 20. I've seen all this yellow. So you guys are rowing, and it seems like, Tarvik, you were kind of losing momentum, feeling a little distracted, looking towards Rolen as you continue rowing. But you continue onward thanks to Rita's help, as Rieta, you're taking notice that Tarvik is slowing down a little bit. And so you decide, you know what, I'm going to help out a little bit. And you start rowing along as well, pushing forward. You guys are moving at a very good pace towards the land. And so it takes you a little under an hour, thanks to... Well, actually, no, it would be kind of everyone in total. So it takes you about an hour getting back to land. And I will go ahead and change this page. So you guys reach the shores of Paramore.
As soon as we get on shore, I'll start unloading the bodies, I guess, from the boat. And I don't want to, unless someone says otherwise, I'm just going to start placing them on the beach, on the sand, for the right now.
No, that makes sense.
So I'll just spread out the body. If the boat's like right there, I'll just spread out the bodies, there.
Are there still people around on the beach, or?
It seems to have dissipated a little bit, but there still is half of the crowd that you saw once before.
Hey, come on, you guys bring back the other guy and Rolen?
What'd you say?
I was talking to the villagers. Can you guys go get the guy who lost his friends and Ron?
Yeah. Okay. A little confused. This man just being within earshot of you hears that and replies as he did, and then starts walking a little bit confused towards the center of town over here, but going and just kind of, you can see he's actively looking for people that you mentioned for him to look. So he's seemingly doing what you asked.
Tarvik, I wanted to ask you another question before we got really into that other conversation. I was just wondering like how does your magic work? You did some really different stuff, and what you did to the witch down there. What is your magic?
Oh, I guess religious, I suppose, and also it's Tarvik with a long A, not a Torvik.
Tar.
Yeah.
Tarvik. Sorry, Tarvik.
Mm-hmm.
What religion?
Thank.
What religion?
It's do you know Talos at all?
So out of character, I know Talos a little bit.
You can roll a religion
but I don't know what Rieta knows. Yeah.
Can I also roll to know if I know who that is?
Yeah. As long as Tarvik is mentioning this within earshot of anyone who.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm probably carrying bodies back and forth at this point, so it's probably within earshot of everyone, unless someone's run off.
Yeah. So Rieta and Rolen. Rieta, you have a little bit more knowledge of Rolen. You've heard of the religion. You've heard of Talos before. In terms of specifics, though, you're a little bit hazy as to the details. Rieta, you have a good grasp. And Tarvik, as you are hauling bodies, you see the remaining people who are here are gasping at the sight of this and talking amongst themselves, a little bit scared, is kind of the tone that you're gathering from just their little statements here and there, oh my god, you see their bodies, how terrible, and such like that. And in a little bit, you see the man who responded to Kassandra return with the gentleman who you saw earlier who called you from your house, slumped over his shoulder a little bit, using the man to support his weight as he's walking. As they approach, you smell a very strong scent of alcohol on this person, and behind these two is Ron walking as well. Ron kind of pushes past, takes a disgusted is a strong word to describe it, but kind of has a disgusted look to the individual who you spoke to, who let you know of his friends being gone. And as he passes by, he says, so it was real. It's a damn shame. Go get Yelsa, please. And go get Golonna, too. These men need proper burial rites. Damn. Looks to you guys. What happened here?
There's some underwater merman community. They killed these men, except for, I point to the one that was in the ritual chamber. There was a strange creature casting a ritual on this one.
It seemed that this witch, this lake witch, was siphoning the soul out of these folks. One of them we caught in the ritual chamber, but it was too late.
You hear a long, exasperated sigh come from Ron as he takes a look at the bodies, crosses his arms. Jesus fucking Christ. How many of them are down there? Do we have anything to worry about? Are they coming back for more people? Should we all evacuate?
We killed a lot of them.
Not anytime soon, I don't think.
There's only 2 left, I think.
2 adults left.
You see him run his hand through his hair, tousle his hair a little bit. Jesus fucking Christ, where are Yelsa and Golonna? Kind of seems to be out of his depth, with his arms crossed and just taking a look at the bodies and taking in the description that you guys mentioned of having what you encountered. Kind of rubs his face a little bit. Fuck. What do you know of these guys? What do you know of these guys? I want to hear everything.
Tell them what they saw in the writing.
Like, what do you mean we know these guys? Like, we know they were kidnapped by the water creatures and then killed.
The water creatures. Tell me everything you know about the water creatures.
In their marrow, and they live underwater, and they're intelligent.
What do they look like? How do they fight?
Spears?
Yeah, Ron. I'm sort of putting together a whole tale about this whole thing that happened. I'd be happy to share it with you later, maybe in the Rowdy Room with lots of other people. You can go around and tell everyone to gather, and we'll go through the whole story of what happened.
Well, that doesn't seem very respectful to these men who just died at the hands of these creatures. This is no tale. This is a story of murder. Jesus. And he takes a look at the bodies, just kind of shaking his head a little bit. And you see in the distance now, Yelsa and Golonna being ushered towards you guys with the gentleman who seems to be the gopher of this town, who has gotten them over here. Oh dear. Yes, Ron. Oh my gosh. You see as Yelsa originally went to go look at Ron, but then saw the bodies on the ground, a little bit startled. Golonna, keeping her distance, her face hard to read as she takes in the scenario. Ron, Golonna, please, if you can, handle these bodies as respectfully as possible. Oh my, and she kind of holds down, not bile, not throw up or anything, but she just seems to be keeping a hard time maintaining her composure. And she whispers to Ron a little bit, and Ron just kind of nods and whispers back. And then he bellows out to the crowd, "All right, everybody, disperse. Nothing to see here. We need to respect these men here. Please, go on with your day. Things have been relatively resolved. You'll hear updates from me later. Go!" And he kind of does like a cross arm motion and kind of motions towards them, and everyone else, seeing this, takes that indication and disperses. So the crowd is leaving now. Ron turns back to you guys. Well, thank you for your help. Rieta, I know we spoke about payment. If we can do that a little bit later here. Just trying to make sure that these bodies are handled. If we can get the tale from you in a more formal manner, if you can all come to my office here, Golonna will take care of the bodies here. He motions to walking towards the Townmaster's Hall. You guys follow?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
You pass by Golonna, who is taking in the situation here, and Yelsa remains as well for a brief second that you pass by. Nope. Okay, your passive perceptions are pretty low. As you continue making your way to the Townmaster's Hall, you guys see the people who had scattered are kind of taking a look at you guys as you walk, as this was a sight to see you guys dragging the bodies back. And you make your way into the hall here, where Ron leads you in. He kind of shuts the door, goes around his desk, sits down, faces you guys, kind of puts his hands on the desk. Okay. So, from the beginning, what the hell happened?
So we went out to the middle of the lake, where we have seen this crazy water creature.
And you
before.
start to see him writing in his notebook.
And we swam straight down, and we found this hole in the bottom of the lake, and there was this crazy maze tunnel structure there where these creatures were living. They attacked us when they noticed that we entered the area, so they seemed violent, and we explored around until we found this ritual chamber.
Oh, what do they look
we
like?
killed
Go back. What do they look like?
Oh.
Give me an exact description.
They were monsters, larger than horses and covered in scales. Their bodies had the torsos and arms of men, but a serpentine tail instead of legs. They had ugly faces with tendrils and dagger-like teeth.
Ugly faces, Jesus. Alright, keep going.
Yeah. Harpoons that they attacked us with.
Harpoons.
We killed a bunch of them. And then we got to this ritual chamber where we saw a little pocket of air.
Ritual chamber. They're religious. What do you mean? They were
This
praying
creature
to some
seemed
god.
different. Yeah, this creature seemed like some sort of dark witch, but it was different from the other ones.
It was like their matriarch, and it was like a witch with seaweed hair and barnacle-covered skin, and she had some sort of dais, and one of the abductees we found on the dais, and he was dead, and it seemed that it was a ritual that he was ritually sacrificed.
Is the town in danger?
No, the witch is dead. Thanks to, and he, Rieta sort of jabs Tarvik at the side, no, the witch is dead. The dais is shattered, and there's only two of those, at least that we could see, two left. In a few years, there may be a problem, because there was a nursery that we didn't clear out.
You hear him breathe a very heavy sigh as soon as you mention that. Okay.
Well, it seemed like they didn't attack us directly, so maybe if you don't mess with them, like if you don't go into that area, you should be good.
Yeah, Tarvik will nod at that.
Any other details you can provide?
There's some crazy magical stuff down there that they were using. I don't know how they got a hold of it.
What do you mean?
Magic orb. Yeah.
I kick her slightly. There's writing on the dais. It said, "Sacrifice for thy power." We think the hag was using it for some kind of ritual. The dais might have been magical or something.
Sacrifice for thy power. You can see he's like furiously writing as you guys are describing all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a problem. Didn't know this was a problem. You see him, his arms crossed, just kind of staring out into the distance. He seems to be taking in this information, but maybe not as eloquently as adventurers like yourself who encounter these things on a daily.
Yeah.
Well.
So about our payment.
Payment. You see he's still kind of staring off in the distance. Bam, he hits the table. Okay, payment, yes. And he seems to be collecting himself. And he reaches under the table. Now, Rieta, we had agreed on, I know we agreed on 10 gold a day, but you figured out this problem, you killed everything. This is, I appreciate it. This is a lot to take in here. Our town isn't very rich, but I have to reward you fairly, of course. And he pulls out from under his desk 200 gold, and he puts it on the table. He puts it in a bag, but you guys count it. Maybe not, but it's 200 gold.
Oh, by the way, Grocknar is awesome. The Quill and Stopper, he's really helped us out a lot.
What did he do?
Yeah, he gave us potions that let us breathe underwater, move and fight underwater.
Mm-hmm. So if you do decide to investigate that more, you can talk to him.
I'll definitely appreciate and mention my thanks to him. That's great. He seems to be kind of in a stupor a little bit, just based on the information that you provided him.
You guys are going to be fine. Just, keep some adventures around. You always have them coming through town, and maybe put up a wanted poster for merfolk.
Maybe just a general swimming morning or something like that on the beach.
Swimming morning. Yeah, we will definitely need that in place.
Oh, and you should probably apologize to Bill and Phil, because they were totally right.
Yep.
And the farmer.
You were for sure correct there. They were right.
Oh, and Farmer Man's really lonely, so stop by and say hi.
Uh-huh. And he just kind of nods his head half-heartedly.
Alright, we're gonna let you be. I know it's a lot of process.
You see he's still kind of a little bit dazed, just kind of half-heartedly looking in the air. Just barely
have you
nodding.
guys found any kids? Like any, I kind of describe Sammy like little kids that's all lost their parents.
Blonde-haired kid, no.
Okay. Alright, thanks, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
We might be leaving town soon. We got some things that we wanted to take care of, so if you need anything from us, let us know.
You get like non-committal, as he's not paying too much attention.
You should maybe go hang out with Yelsa for a bit. Alright, bye. I walk out.
Walk out too.
I'll walk out as well. And I want to head down to the Quill and Stopper.
Okay. What do you? The rest
I
of
guess
you
that's
do?
where that guy is.
Follow. I feel like
Yeah,
this is the
I'll
most
follow.
productive conversation we've ever had with Ron. Like, that is so different.
Yeah, I guess finally we got the one up on him. How much did you give us again? 40?
Used 200, I thought.
200?
Yeah, it was 200. Did someone take that, or are we distributing it?
We should just distribute it.
Okay. I'm adding 50 to mine.
Yep.
Cool. We all go to the Quill and Stopper.
All right, you go into, or you approach the door.
Not the Rowdy Room. Rowdy Room, sorry. Right?
I'm going to the Quill and Stopper.
Oh, Quill and Stopper? Really? Okay, alright. Quill and Stopper.
I mean, you all don't have to follow me if you don't. If you want to go to the Rowdy Room, you're welcome to.
Next. I'll go to the Rowdy Room after this.
Okay.
All right, so all of you go to the Quill and Stopper? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys enter in, and from the back you see Ragnar. Ah, hello again.
Hey, Ragnar. And I'm gonna walk
you're
up.
in good shape. Not drowned underneath the lake. I see. Very good. Good news.
I mean, maybe a few bumps and bruises, but yeah, we made it out of there.
Thanks to you.
Ah, yes. It seems the potions helped, I hope.
Yeah, and about that, I'm gonna pull out the one that we didn't use, the one potion of water breathing. I'm gonna put it on the counter and hand it back to him.
Ah, one not used. Well, I appreciate you returning this. I hope it helped you as much as it could. I know potions sometimes help and sometimes they do not.
Well, this time it helped. We wouldn't have been able to do anything without it.
Yeah. You're the
And then
best
sort of
Ragnar.
in a little bit more of a hushed voice, Rieta is gonna ask Ragnar, could I ask you maybe a kind of a personal question?
Why, yes, of course.
So, when we were, like, yesterday, or I guess it was today, oh my god, the days are just running together. Like, earlier this morning, when we went to go see Farmer Maine, and he sort of gave us some info, he asked me kind of a really, really weird question. He asked me if I was a good tiefling or an evil tiefling. And I was just wondering, has anyone ever asked you something like that?
He kind of crosses his arms and sighs. Unfortunately, yes. People tend to judge me based on how I look, my half-heritage. It's quite unfortunate, but you can't let them drag you down. You know who you are, and that's good enough.
How do you, how do you deal with people like that? I mean, like, knowing yourself is great and all, but, like, I don't know. Like, what do you do? What do you say in that kind of situation?
Well, Rieta, when people look at me, they think of a brute. One that just kills and has no moral compass whatsoever. On the contrary, I love interacting with people. I love society. I love rules. I enjoy studying. I took upon this practitioner role, researching, studying magic, creating things. Birth, not destruction, not death. I focus on what I enjoy, my passion, who I am. The rest falls away. If I focus on who I am and what I want to do, that will show in time, and they will come around. And to that effect, I recommend you do the same. And just stay true to who you are. Everyone else will see that eventually.
Rieta sort of like nods and then smiles back at him. I mean, I think, and then just to say, well, I think later we're gonna, I don't know, maybe fill some people in, let the town people know about what happened down there. You're welcome to come and listen, probably at the Rowdy Room later.
I might take you up on that offer. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Ragnar. Bye.
Oh, is this all? Can I help with anything else today?
Yeah. Could
Oh.
if you have hi. if you have something else, I'll turn over to Rieta or any of the rest of them. If you have something else you can do with it first, I don't mind waiting.
No, yeah, go for it.
Oh, okay. Do you happen to have some supplies? And I'll list out basically the supplies I would need to make like a basic or like a couple of basic healing potions, things like that.
He does. What are you looking for?
Okay, I'll just. It's not specific.
Oh, it's not specific.
It's usually just. I was just using it more as like a like. It's not realistic that I just go in and be like, I buy healing. There's like a big basket that just says like healing kit supplies or something like that. Like that doesn't make sense. It makes more sense to me like be like, all right, some wolfsbane and some poison ivy or whatever else that I put in that.
Well, as he makes potions himself, he would be able. He has material. So with that question, he responds, "Yes, I do."
Okay, can I have, and I'll have maybe let's say like 75 gold worth of that, please.
Oh, I don't know if I have that much. Please let me check my inventory. And he steps away for a moment and goes into like a little back room that he has. A few moments goes by, and he comes back. Well, I have this, but it depletes the materials that I have to continue to make potions. And it's roughly like 30 gold worth of materials.
Okay. Okay. Well, are you okay if I buy 25 of it, or do you want to keep all of it just in case?
I am willing to part with it, but perhaps if I can keep just some, in case things happen in town and that may need my assistance.
Okay. Is 25 gold too much, or is it too little? What are you thinking?
That is okay. Yes.
Okay. And I'll put 25 gold down on the table then.
Okay. He gives you the materials. Thank you very much. And I wish you well. It's very interesting to see another who makes potions.
Oh, yeah. It's I guess at this point just kind of a hobby. So.
A hobby. Very interesting hobby you have.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's. I used to do it more often, but with travel and stuff, it happens less and less, So, thank you. I'll just start walking out the door.
Well, you are quite welcome. And halfway through, he was saying, "Welcome." You're walking out. Okay.
Yep.
Well, anybody else? If I can help anybody else today, kind of looks to the rest of the group.
See here. I think we're looking pretty good.
Does he have anything for like display, like on the counter or anything? Like anything to?
No. Like you're in the shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's more like presentery things. So kind of like how shops have like little silicone models of things or such. It's kind of like what he has in display. It's more like, oh, take a look and see kind of what you want, but no actual product.
Like even like nonsense stuff. Like does he have like any? Rolen just wants to buy something from him. Isn't sure what it is.
Yeah, there's not much here. It's a very small shop, and like everything is basically just quote unquote plastic display.
Hey, Rolen, I could use some more flasks of oil.
Do you have any flasks of oil?
I unfortunately do not trade in those types of materials. I believe if you go to Pegleg's trading post, you'll find what you need there.
Of course.
Sorry. What do you got for sale, Grafner? Anything? Any sales going on?
No sales in particular, I am afraid. I don't have too much traffic other than recently from you folk, but I do sell all types of potions, though on the more beginner-friendly side, as I am still learning in this trade. But potions, spell scrolls I have available. I have some materials as well.
We gone into like a forest, trying to think of anything that might be helpful there. What about like, nah, that's probably high level. A potion of invisibility? Sounds like fun.
Probably not. Just
Gotcha.
because invisibility, what level is invisibility in terms of spell?
That's
3, I believe.
Yeah, you wouldn't have it.
okay. Fair enough. Well, you're looking good, Grockner.
Why, thank you. You as well. Especially after having come out from a lake.
Yeah, we should probably bath or bathe before we go to the Rowdy Room, huh? I like stiff my armpits.
Perhaps drying off.
Rolen
Yeah.
has prestidigitation as much as everyone can as we walk, like going up and down through town.
Thank you. Alright, see you. Kassandra walks out.
Thank you for your patronage.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back, and probably not today, but at some point. And Rolen walks out.
You are most welcome to come back. Oh, yes. You guys leave before you can finish this sentence.
Maybe we'll see him at the Rowdy Room later. Rieta, you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Well,
So when are we going to talk about how you were separated with us for like an hour? Not really an hour, but like 30 minutes.
I mean, yeah, like I was, we were swimming around in the caverns, and then suddenly you guys weren't behind me anymore. What was up with that? What were you all doing?
We got to put the pythons in.
I mean, like, yeah, but like it doesn't take that long, and I mean, really, it wasn't that complicated down there. Like once you got around a little bit.
Oh, really? So you totally knew where you're going the whole time.
I mean, it got really familiar. I appreciate the python that was put up like at the exitway. I went by there like 3 times. I totally could have gotten out if I needed to.
Mm-hmm. So you went by it 3 times. That means you were lost.
I was looking for just anything new and going in circles.
Another definition of lost.
Can we try to stay together when we're out of town? Like, I get going through town, doing your shopping or whatever, but in dangerous situations, I'd really appreciate it if we stuck close together. I know you're strong. I know you can handle yourself,
Fine.
but I need help. I need you there to help me. So.
Fine.
Thank you. To the Rowdy Room, or did you said later? You can check on the house?
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. Actually, I want to stop, like, just go by the house really quickly.
Okay.
I
Did
want to find
Tarvik? Okay.
Tarvik around.
We can say that you just see like the tail end of Tarvik like walking into the Rowdy Room.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't mind going to the Rowdy Room, but I really want to go find a quiet place to cast Identify like 12 times in a row. It'll take
Isn't
like 2
that
hours.
expensive?
No, it's a ritual.
I mean,
I have
detect.
a girl.
If you do detect magic first, it might cut down the time that it takes to
Well,
do that.
true. I could then know how many times I need to cast it if I bet. But both those I'm gonna ritual cast them, so I just need time. I can probably do it in the Rowdy Room. We go get a corner table, but And then we have to like pull all the stuff out and put it on the table so I can see it. I don't know. It's a little bit of a thing.
Sure. Yeah, we can go back to the house for a little bit. We can do that. Tarvik's probably fine.
Tarvik, pull him back to the house.
Oh, let him relax at the Rowdy Room. I mean, like we just met him. I don't know if he's really like wanting to go with us. He seemed pretty upset about the whole destroying the eggs thing.
Eggs, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I agree with you, by the way, Rieta. It felt bad to attack something that wasn't attacking me for the adults, but I agreed with you 100% on the eggs.
I think he could be a good ally, and we should make some attempt to make him feel welcome, even if we don't 100% agree with him on everything.
Yeah, I mean, he did heal me a couple times.
I mean, like, yeah, if he's willing to go with us, like, he was amazing down there. Like, we shouldn't just let him out. But I mean,
Let's meet him at the Rowdy Room.
Let's go to the Rowdy Room and at least invite him back to the house with us.
All right.
You guys go to the Rowdy Room after discussing for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, and so Tarvik, as soon as you left Graknar's establishment, the Quilton Stopper, you went straight to the Rowdy Room. Is that correct?
Yeah, more or less. Yep.
Okay, what were you doing? Describe what you were doing in the short interim.
I would just say, like, maybe, like, glancing back a little bit, thinking, like, oh, no one else had any business. I thought we were leaving. And then just continuing towards the Rowdy Room because they just thought, like, or that's where they thought they were going next or something like that. They had mentioned it. So it was like, okay, we'll just go there and get a table and sit there for a little bit.
Okay. And so you can go ahead and choose which table you sit at, but you are in the Rowdy Room for maybe like a minute or two before the others come in.
All right, I would choose... I'll walk over to this one in the corner. Sit this way.
Okay. And you guys feel free to enter. Seeing you, the bartender would have come up here. Hi there. Anything to drink?
Yes.
Okay. Ale?
Sure.
Okay. Kind of starts backing away and goes up.
In the meantime, what time of day is it currently? Like, is it like
you can gather
mid-afternoon?
Yeah, you gather based on where the sun is. It's probably late morning.
Okay, late morning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then if that's the case, Tarvik's gonna start pulling out, like pulling out the various pieces of his like healing potion stuff and his herbalism kit, and like just start working on some things at the table.
Okay, nice. You guys walk into the tavern, and you see Tarvik in the very back, lower left.
Hey, Tarvik.
Oh, hi.
What, you thought you were gonna run away from us?
Oh, I thought we were done. You guys said you didn't have anything else to do there, and so I just came here. Started, like swirls like a couple of like vials of things, and starts working again.
So you want to be an adventurer for a while now, or are you done?
Kind of more circumstantial than anything. So he like takes like some flakes and like sniffs at it a little bit to like see how fresh it is, and like crumbles it between his fingers.
So how do you feel about necromancers?
Okay, one ale here. Oh, and hello guys. You guys drinking ale too?
Do a round.
Alright, anything to eat, guys?
Yeah, I guess we should eat.
I'm starving after all that swimming.
Yeah.
Was
Tarvik
it
will just say yes again. Yes. How much was the ale again?
Ale is 4 copper, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait
All
for her to
right.
say how much food is. So.
Round of food coming your way, guys. She just got steps away.
Not really a fan of necromancers. Really. No.
What if we told you we had a lead on fucking over some necromancers?
Okay.
Would you want to join us? I mean, you seem pretty badass back there.
Sure. I'll go. Sure. We can go kill them. That's good.
All right.
You want
Do we
to
want to fill them in?
stay at our house? You want to like come with us to our house?
Looks at like the stuff on the table.
After
I mean,
food.
oh, okay. Sure, I guess.
Yeah, do you have a house?
I did, a while ago, but I haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah, same. We have we got this. We just inherited this house, that we were all living with Ilaria.
And you said she's dead, right?
Yeah. So those
Sure.
she's super powerful. She could still be out there, but we did see a dead body that looked
There was
like
a
her.
funeral. So
Yeah.
Okay, so
We
she's
think-
dead.
yeah, no, that I mean, I'm convinced she's definitely not dead.
Yeah, I mean, she could be. She could have played
People can
dead.
fake their death all the time. I mean, there's like a spell for that specifically. So I mean,
I suppose.
Anyways, we found some stuff from her that indicates this group of necromancers that took her out. And they took her out because they were after this dark, evil eye artifact. Which we have some clues where to go for that. So that's where we were headed next. So we could get the eye artifacts and screw over the necromancers. But they might hunt us down.
Right. And then you guys just need the hand and the ritual, and then you guys have everything figured out, right? Keeps working on things.
Wait, what?
what?
You know,
Hand and ritual?
yeah. Didn't what's her name? Actually, DM out of character. Was it Frankie who said this, or was it someone else? I can't
No,
remember.
it
I
was
have
someone
to
else.
look at.
You have no
Okay.
idea who the woman was. She didn't speak anything other than that thing that I sent you, and then she left.
Okay. Yep. Give me a second. Now I'm gonna have to actually pull up my character doc because I have it written down on there for sure. Yeah, I just assumed it was some saying from up here. You know, the eye, the hand, the ritual, something about the future. Hang on, I have a note. Pull out like a very beaten like scroll case that looks a little bit overpacked with like various scraps of paper and like some leaves that look like they just have been written on at some point. Just starts rooting around. Various little notes come out, like most like varying from like still alive question mark to like buy more toilet paper kind of stuff, and then finds one. And it's like, oh yeah, the fortune teller Fiona. You are Tarvik Darwin. Your future is moving forward. Do not be pinned. The Undying King returns. Your family returns from the north. Nobody knows about it yet. The eye, the hand, the ritual. The future is under threat. I just assumed that was some, northern saying. Is that not common around here?
Have we ever heard of that?
I'm not exactly
No.
from this far north. Maybe.
Yeah, we are all from southern. I guess Roland's from the north, right?
I'm from Duras, yeah, so not too far from here.
Wow.
I'm just gonna-
Yeah,
no,
Tarvik.
that's not a saying. No.
That's super important. Holy
Oh
shit.
yeah. Actually, I don't know. DM, do you mind if I just post that in the chat for them so they can see
Yeah,
that
go
since
for
I've
it.
read it out loud to them?
Also, if you've written it down on like a leaf, then they could see the leaf.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the key. I will just put that in roll 20 for everybody.
You said something about like your family up north. Like who's your family?
Oh, I guess it's a little bit unknown. I guess my extended family is south, more like down towards the coast, but I think my daughter may be up here somewhere. So
You have a daughter?
yeah, looks so round like
Tarvik.
surprising. This like the zoo definitely looks like late 40s, early 50s. So
You've been around, Tarvik. All right.
I guess not this far north most of the time, but I guess.
Okay, interesting. All right. So there's more than an eye, guys, and it's under threat. We need to get this eye. We were worried about collecting it if it
Okay,
became our
everyone,
slave.
food here.
Thank you.
She just leaves.
Looking good.
What does she look like?
I was just saying, looking good.
How much was
Trying to compliment her every time.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
how much was
food
the food
is
and drink?
6 copper each. The ale is 4 copper,
Okay.
It's really pretty silver.
and an ale is a
Yeah,
one.
I'll
Yeah, so handle that as you will in your own marking.
Where'd you meet this Fiona?
just kind of on my way. I can't exactly remember. It was kind of a while ago, I think.
Was she a human person?
Yeah, she was. I think she was human. Pretty hazy, actually. I remember talking to her. I don't think I remembered the before part, or the after part, really.
Are there holes in your memory in general?
Like pauses and things for a minute. Not really.
Some weird magic stuff. Why don't you ask the friend in your head, Rolen?
Let me ask him.
I don't know if he knows this Fiona. It sounds like similar situation.
I'm gonna close my eyes and say out loud, "Hey, voice, do you know who Fiona is?"
You wait a few seconds. Silence.
Yeah, he's not talking today. He hasn't talked to me in a little bit. Feels like a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure that was yesterday, actually.
Should we go buy that painting?
Think we could buy it? That'd be a good thing.
Yeah.
Did I tell you all that's my mother's painting? She painted that. Yeah.
What? I didn't know your mother was an artist.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you an artist?
No. If the definition of artist has any professional connotations, no.
Do you draw?
I can technically draw, yes, but I lack her creativity. It's very technical.
So wait, your mom painted this and then it started talking to you?
I don't think it's a painting that's talking to me. I think I am being possessed by a trickster god.
That sounds fun.
You should try not being possessed by
Do you have a recommendation for how to not be possessed?
Yeah, does Talos have anything on this?
Yeah, tell us. I don't really communicate with the church too much, but I definitely have. There's like some short term solutions, but like they're pretty extreme and a little costly, and definitely not long term stuff that you can do.
Well, to be clear, would it help me if I was insane, or would it help me if I was legitimately being possessed by a trickster god?
It's actually insanity is probably a little bit easier to cure, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Maybe we should try that first. I don't know.
High fantasy.
I don't know. Gods can be really helpful. Maybe he's cool.
I mean, he's interesting. I don't know. He makes me uneasy. He just feels manipulative. You know?
Yeah. Is he hot?
Just heard a voice.
Oh, okay. You didn't like see him.
Does
Did
he
I ever
sound
see him?
hot?
DM, did I ever see a vision of him, or did I just hear a voice? Do I have any memory of him?
No, you recognize the voice.
I'm gonna go with the voice was not hot. I'm not
Rieta,
the best
maybe-
at but
You guys are really obsessed with like attractiveness. Is that a thing?
It just adds charisma or interest to different people.
Okay.
I mean, you have a daughter. You obviously were attracted to someone before.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a while ago, and also, it's if I met a person and the first thing I was asked about, this person was, are they hot? I'd be, I guess, concerned about that.
Well, we
Guess-
asked lots of questions about Trickster God before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not the first. Do you know their name?
I don't think so. I asked the name very specifically, and he did not answer.
He wouldn't give it. That's right.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Well, let's go see if we can buy the painting and then go back to the house.
I mean, I think the governess is left. I think it's going to be empty and locked up.
Oh no, I should steal it?
How would we even steal it? It's huge.
The big thing.
Like, it takes up a whole wall.
I mean,
I'll have to do it at night then.
I'm not sure I'm 100% comfortable with that. I kind of
You know,
want,
speaking of Kassandra, what's this about a bounty?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess I should tell you guys. So, back in my old town, I was quite the nimble fingers. I would steal a lot. And I got recruited into this guild of thieves called the Thieves Guild. They're really creative. And they had me steal stuff for, contracts and things like that. But there was also like a side of them that was into like assassinations and things, which I wasn't chill with. So, anyways, I got in a lot of trouble stealing from the wrong people. And a friend of mine was able to get me out of there, but there was a bounty on my head. But I mean, that was before I met Ilaria, so it's been a while.
Who did you steal from?
It was this crazy noble family, which I didn't realize that my friend was living there too, which that was really inconvenient. But yeah, there was a noble family, an alarm got tripped. The group I was with just started killing, and I panicked and started just grabbing what I can and running. And I ran into an old friend of mine. It's actually the person I saw in the mirror. Remember that crazy mirror shit?
Oh yeah, the kid.
Yeah. And in the mirror, it showed that he was getting attacked by that family, which was really scary. And then I think he killed me.
In the mirror, right?
Yeah.
But
But yeah, I think that was. I mean, he was like a brother to me, but I don't know. We were very close. And it kind of
What
betrayed
was
me
he?
when
What was he doing in the noble's house?
he got adopted. We were both orphans. He got adopted by this noble family, and I guess I never forgave him for it.
wait, so did you know that he was adopted and living there before you heisted the place?
No, he just stopped talking to me. When he was adopted, he wouldn't talk to me. I never saw him again. So, yeah, he didn't show up to any of our usual hangouts. And then all of a sudden, I'm doing this heist, and there he is. Pushed me out of a fucking window, but got me out of there.
Oh.
Wow.
That sounds nice.
You're it, Tarvik?
We're all just staring at Tarvik at this point.
What you got there, Tarvik?
Okay. Adam, you're on mute.
Yeah.
Maybe he stepped away.
Nope,
Oh.
I was talking the whole time. Thought you guys could hear me.
No.
That's fantastic.
It
No,
plays well
I
into your
just say-
character, though. That's why we didn't judge it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're autopilot.
After a long pause, and like after he's done shaking the vial, he'll be like, I'm just making a healing potion. So, Kate, you guys do whatever you're doing now. Opens up the vial, like takes a whiff of it, and like starts adding a couple extra things in there.
I mean, that's why I'm dodgy around city guards and things, but these guards here don't seem to notice me, so.
That's good. So I want to be clear. The hit out on you is like from your own organization of assassins who have been like hired to rectify the fact that you killed the noble family, or like the noble family put
Ooh.
a hit out on you?
Yeah, I'm not sure you're ever supposed to leave the guild, so that could also be a
Gotcha.
problem.
Gotcha. So the nobles don't hate you. Your guild is mad at you for leaving.
Well, the city had a wanted poster, and I didn't talk to my guild ever again. I just left town. So, yeah, they could be mad.
Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, well we won't go to that city anytime soon.
Oh, by the way, gray-haired guy, he was doing some thieves' cant, which is like these language that you use with your hands and things. But he didn't seem to recognize me, so we're probably okay. I wasn't that high on the totem pole.
Do you think he was with that organization? Like maybe all of them were.
Yeah, you think Jack maybe?
No, like he was with Lydia. So like is Lydia a part of that group? And Tom and Jerry?
Maybe. But yeah, like I said, they didn't really recognize me, so whatever happened probably died down. Probably some new interesting thing happened. You know, big cities. But anyways, if we go to Duros, we should maybe just make sure we don't see anything. And my hair's different now. They probably wouldn't even recognize me.
Maybe we can put you in like a disguise or something.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think we should be too concerned. We can take on anything that comes our way. Especially now that we have Tarvik, and I'm gonna like slap him back on the back real hard. and hope that he drops a vial.
He probably doesn't, but like looks around confused again, and it's like, oh, sure. And then he just goes back and like sprinkles some more things into the vial.
After we're done eating, I guess I'll go back to the house unless you guys can do something.
Do you need to stay here for a long time, Tarvik, to complete your project?
I mean, I guess I could move, but I'm probably gonna need like another like, I don't know, like couple of hours to finish this up.
Would you like to do it in our dining room?
Okay. Starts picking up like rebagging a couple of different elements that he has and grabs the potion, gives it one good shake, and then puts it into his bag and stands up, I guess. Assuming we're done eating at this point.
Yeah, I guess we have to come back here for Rita's story, though.
Yeah, I mean, we need to like drum up some hype. I mean, like we did some good work out there. We saved the village, and like we need everyone to know about that.
Jump on the table. Tell them what time.
Oh, geez, what time is it?
It's
like...
mid-morning right now, apparently. So
late morning.
Oh, late morning. Excuse
me. Were we out like overnight?
No, I mean
we were only down there like an hour.
The potion was an hour, and he woke us up like so early to come get us. The guy that was panicking.
Wow.
Drop it.
We've got a whole day ahead of us.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think it's probably going to be like in the afternoon or maybe even the early evening. What do you all think? Anything that you all want to do today?
I want to go home and cast Detect Magic and Identify on a whole bunch of shit that we have.
Look at the notes from the vault and stuff and make a plan for hunting down this eye.
All right, so maybe like 7 then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Rita's gonna sort of stand up and like pick up her flagon. I don't know what we're drinking out of. Her flagon and like her fork, and she's gonna bang the flagon with her fork really loud to get everyone's attention.
Mm-hmm. And you do. They kind of look up and towards you.
And then Rita's just gonna announce. You may have heard rumors about last night's abductions. Well, we have the full story, and we're gonna tell it to you. 7 o'clock this evening. Spread the word.
There's some silence and people kind of looking at each other. And then they just continue to go back talking with each other. You hear whispers here and there. Like, you can probably hear some whispers, probably a little bit from this direction, from the stable, and then here, though, that they are talking, though they went back to talking with each other, and it seems like nothing changed. They are talking about what happened, and so it seems like your announcement seemed to stir some conversation.
Well, I don't know. Hopefully it works out. Let's go.
We could post a thing on the board, right?
Can we? That's a good idea. Well, if we do that, like Ron's gonna figure out, and he's gonna like be like, "No, you have to respect these guys."
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, well, that'd be good.
Might tell Zara though, and make sure she's okay with it. I don't know. Maybe she'll spread the news the other day.
Is that guy that told us about the villagers? Is he drinking again? Is he in here?
Do you look for him?
Yeah.
Yes, you take a look around and he's not here.
Alright, sorry, Rolen. Go ahead, tell Zara.
I'm just in thought. Potentially tell Zara.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I think Sarah heard, but yeah, we can go tell her. So I'll go do that. I'll go up to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez,
hello.
I'm like right in that guy's lap. There we go.
Another round, Rieta?
No, we're heading out, but I don't know if you heard the announcement, but I'm going to be back this evening.
Heard.
Cool. Let everyone know.
Okay. She kind of gives you a nice smile.
I'll smile back and then start to leave.
Leave. Tarvik got all the shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tarvik probably has like a couple items still in his hand. Like, probably more specifically, at least like one vial that like every so often he like you just see like him like vigorously shake and then like just still hold it in his hand again.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this, let's see, you guys are going back home. So let me change the page here. And we'll say this is a good time to take a break. So, all right, so jumping right back in. You guys have just left the tavern and are here at the house.
Disarm the chap.
All right, go ahead. Oh, this is the first time I have to look at my notes to see what your DC was.
2.
Yeah, every other roll was like above 20. But, oh, I feel like this doesn't make it for some reason.
Oh.
Oh, hold on. All right, instead of looking at my paper notes, let me look at my computer notes. So that's probably faster. You know what? It's going to take too long. Because this is my error in not having that DC on hand, everything is fine.
All right. Has Tarvik been in here yet? I think we've dragged him in here before.
I don't know if we have. Do you remember Tarvik?
What'd you say?
Have you been in the house before?
I think briefly because you found Cromwell's note in here.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think I got like a.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can tour you.
I mean,
This
I
is
don't.
where you talk
Tarvik is
to
not asking for a tour, but like, yeah.
We walk around and show them all the different rooms. We got the library. Got Ilaria's old room. We got nice bath, pantry, kitchen, dining room. And then upstairs we have our bedrooms, and I guess you can take Cromwell's room until he gets back.
Oh, okay. Can I like gestures towards like the kitchen or the dining room table here?
Yeah.
And like the armful of stuff in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start plopping that down. Get back to
Rolen
work.
take half the table with his armful of stuff too.
Kassandra, do you want to like spread out like the stuff that you found in the chest so I can ritual cast detect magic over it? All the random stuff.
A lot of gems. Do you want those?
I mean, it doesn't hurt to cast detect magic. Anything you want in the detect magic field, you can put on the table.
Okay, definitely this scabbard, this silver spoon, the ring, the bracelet, belt, eyeglasses, ornate ring.
I think there was an old key too, and
old key, yeah.
And the weird coin, the one that was minted far away.
Yeah, you hand all that over.
Okay. And I will put the green gem, and it's right in front of me the trident.
Okay.
And I'm going to take 10 minutes and ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okie dokie. What are the rest of you doing in that 10 minutes?
I am putting 101 ways to cook a slime back onto the shelf, and I'm picking out a new book to take with me.
Ooh, any random book?
I'm looking for non-fiction.
All right. What about the other two?
I'm
get back to
gonna
your-
grab the. Oh, sorry. I'm
No,
gonna
I said I'll get back to Rieta.
and I'm gonna say Robovac. Set it down.
It starts brooming itself, and surprisingly, it's not like haphazardly brooming. It's actually doing it in a very orderly fashion. So it's collecting all of the dust in one area in the room and making sure that it's methodically working its way through. And there is quite some dust in here, as none of you have cleaned.
Hey, Rolen, did you
Rolen
design this
clean.
thing?
What now?
Did you design this thing? Works
I
just like
did not.
you.
I did not. But I like to think Roland has been systematically cleaning a lot.
Oh, has Rolen. Okay.
Probably. We didn't talk about it, but I'm guessing he. I just like to think that his entire life is just casting prestidigitation. Every 6 seconds, he's not doing something else,
Mm-hmm.
and just the things around him just continuously get cleaner as he moves through the world.
Okay, so Rieta, your book is entitled Human ? And each time you read it, I would like you to let me know, as you will get a picture of what the story is. So I'll give you little bits and pieces of the story as you read it. But right now, the book that you take is very much just a very plain book, and it has the letters human ? as the title.
Like the letters, is in the like they're spaced out, or is
I
the
mean,
word human?
I meant like title, like it's just written like
sorry.
human ? Yeah.
Sorry.
I will say they're thumbing through. You get the idea that this is about an ogre, and that's as much. Unless you want to read a little bit, you'll get more. But
Yeah, I'll go ahead and read a little bit.
okay, in the beginning, it starts the setting of this ogre, who was kind of a castaway, if you will, from society, and who went and decided that he wanted to be part of civilization and he wanted to be powerful. And that's about as much as you get in 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm a slow reader.
All right, so Kassandra started robovacking with the broom. Rieta is reading the book. What is Tarvik doing?
Tarvik's still just making a potion. He's probably at like a different portion of the thing. You probably like notice like at some points like the vial seems to be like either smoking or on fire, and at some point it definitely is on fire. But Tarvik doesn't seem to be like reacting like, oh no, this is unexpected, but is just kind of doing his own thing.
Okay. And then we go back to Rolen. So as you're concentrating, you detect magic. So let me see. Let me go back to the list here. Oh boy. Okay. With the trident, you detect conjuration magic, and it is definitely magical. With the glasses with the broken lens, you detect enchantment magic. And then with the ring with blue and green swirls. That is... I think transmutation? Let me see. Let me look that up real quick. But those are the ones that... Oh. And the emerald gem you put in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's conjuration magic too.
I glance over to Tarvik. Anything on him glowing?
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Specifically, he has these kind of gloves on. They would be glowing. And honestly, I don't know if there'd be anything else glowing on him right now. Yeah, I guess there would be a small amulet of some sort that you can probably see below his armor that would be glowing. Just kind of, I guess, a general holy magic. I'm not sure, DM, what type of magic his gloves would be projecting.
What gloves are they?
Gauntlets of ogre power.
Yeah, probably transmutation. Because it gives you it gives you that +1, I think.
No, it gives you more than +1, but yeah. No, I would say then transmutation.
Cool. And then I'm just...
Hold on, what did I tell you for the trident? What school of magic did I tell you for trident?
You told me conjuration for the trident.
Okay, sorry, nix that. That's enchantment.
Enchantment.
Conjuration is the gem.
And then I guess I didn't say it, but while that's still up over 10 minutes, I want to go and get all the things that we sold, that we had sold to Monty, and just maybe take a pass at the house in general and see if I can't find anything, including sorry, I know the Robovac was one, and the selfie stick was one.
Teapot.
Yeah, so you gather everything. So
story.
Yes, the Robovac, the selfie stick, the scrying mirror, the tea kettle as well. And all of them do emit magical essences.
Anything that I don't expect? Any of the jewelry that we sold? Anything else in the house?
Nope. Are you like investigating the house like top to bottom, like you're going in each room and just looking? Or are you just gathering those items?
I want to investigate the house as much as I can.
Okay. Roll an investigation check for me. Alright, so you do go from like room to room, and you think you're being extremely thorough. Everything that I've already mentioned has the magical glow to them, that you notice that aura. And then you reach the lauder area. So like that basement closet that you guys had that first session in. And you notice abjuration magic for the entire thing, and conjuration magic. That's it. Abjuration, conjuration magic from the entire room, like floor to ceiling, walls, is just
That's interesting.
Those two.
And I'm assuming that I'm just carrying around the trident with me while I do this. I wanted to check the journal that Ilaria mentioned to us, the one that's like the first half of it is blank. Is there any magic on that?
Yeah, you take a look at the book, and the book has, I think we actually covered this, the book has conjuration magic.
Very cool. Okay, I will go back into the room and just kind of tell that to everybody, mention the basement, mention anything else in the house, but also the new stuff, the glasses and the ring and the gem, and set them apart and say, these are magical, the rest of the stuff is not. Yeah. The trident, glasses, ring, and emerald gem.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Oh, wait, hold on. One more thing. The brass ring has...
The one with the rough.
Abjuration.
Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting.
Cassandra's just going to read Ilaria's journal and you go on with your rituals.
I'm going to take one at a time. I'm going to start with the trident. I'm casting, ritually casting Identify.
Alright, and how long does that take?
It's 10 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. What's everyone else doing this time?
I mean, oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I'm going to cast Sending.
Okay.
Which, if I can do that right now, I'm going to send to Francesca. And what I'm going to say to her is, Francesca! It's Rieta! Do you remember me? Did you send Tarvik up here to Paraborn? We found him. Did you want him to do something? And that's 25 words.
Okay. You hear a very tense and curt voice reply back. Hello! I'm busy! And just kind of like little grunts and mutterances in between, but that's all you get. Seems like she's preoccupied somehow.
I wonder what she was doing. Huh.
What about the other two? Tarvik's still looking, still doing his potion, right?
Yeah, for probably at this point, probably closer to 7 hours or so. Tarvik is just going to be adding stuff to potions and mixing things together, grinding together some sort of poultice. Just 8 hours of that, pretty much.
Okay. Any free time, you'll be doing that.
Yep.
All right, cool. Cassandra, what are you doing?
Just reading through Ilaria's journal.
Okay. All right. So we go back to Rolen here. You are identifying and you are doing the trident here. So let me get you some information, which I will post in the journal, where you already have the image of the trident available. Give me a second. And you do have a pearl, right? Or an owl feather?
Yep, it's not consumed. I assume I have the owl feather. But yes, I do have my pearl that I bought specifically for this.
Okay, so
and assuming no one interrupts me, I'm just going to go through every single thing that you listed: the trident, the emerald gem, the glasses, both rings. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I've updated the trident. You can go ahead and read that.
Okay.
I will also update the journal for the emerald gem. I realized I did a little oopsie when I showed it to you guys. I kind of revealed it with the title I had it, not thinking about that, but then I fixed it. But whatever.
Rolen could be Aquaman. Command the sea creatures.
Does it mention any prerequisites for who can wield what?
It does not.
Okay, so I'm just reading this, but I will read it more carefully later.
The gem has been updated, so you all can read the gem.
Ooh, that's helpful. Oh, that could be dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think the elemental gem, it if you lose concentration on it, it becomes hostile towards you.
Correct. If you
So
lose
that's
concentration unwillingly, but if you end it yourself,
you can dismiss it. Okay.
Yeah. I think there's been discussion about that online, but I'm gonna say yes. You can end it willingly.
Is it specifically for a water elemental because it's the green one? I might be reading too fast.
Yes.
It says you can do any, right? You can choose air, earth, fire.
Well, the spell does, but the
I
gem
see.
conjures a specific type within the spell.
Oh, okay, so that's what we fought on the boats.
Oh yeah.
Cool. That makes sense now. I was wondering where that came into effect because we didn't see anything like that down below.
Are you telling us this out loud? Like, are you saying what these things are? Or are you just keeping it for yourself for right now?
I haven't read anything yet that I wouldn't tell you all, so I'm more or less generally telling you what all's in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once you're done with the trident, I'm gonna say, would you mind if I had the trident's Talos has a special thing for tridents. I hope you don't mind.
I'm gonna be like, I actually was hoping to keep this trident myself. And Roland's going to grab it and back away from him just a little bit.
Can you use it? Like, it sounds like it's more of a melee weapon than anything. Can you wield a trident? Are you familiar with them?
I am double checking. But Roland's
if you are a wizard, you might not be, honestly.
Roland is
because they are a martial weapon.
Roland's going to say
Tarvik,
yes.
check your Roll20 chat.
Yep, got it.
Okay.
And I am posting in Discord very shortly here the names of the stuff that have magic.
Okay. Cassandra's gonna look like really uncomfortable and like just guzzling like water while you guys are like arguing.
if you're backing away, Tarvik is going to stand up. Tarvik usually kind of slouches over a little bit. Like he's pretty tall even for like the average person standard. He's up to full height right now. He's gonna walk over to you and be like, I mean, I don't know how it works in your party, but in my party, if you kill the thing that has it, you get first dibs. So just we'll put a hand on the close to the head of it, but not around it.
If he reached for it, Roland's bolting out of the room.
Okay. Roland dashes away. What's happening?
Tarvik, we use diplomacy to talk about who gets what. Cassandra says.
Cassandra say that to Roland.
I use.
Roland, she says it loudly for everyone to hear.
Move your token to where you go.
I am heading into the kitchen door right now. Here's where I am.
Okay. Hang on 1 second.
Where's Rita's token? Oh, in the library. Okay.
Rita's in the library. I'm back to reading. I'm reading Human.
Okay. You're dashing into the kitchen?
Mm-hmm. If you chase, I'm gonna bolt.
Yes, I will chase.
I am bolting out of the house, backyard.
Okay.
Yep, following.
Cassandra, you
Oh, no.
witnessed
Speed.
all of this happen.
All right. Well, I'm faster than both of them, so be able
Use
to do
those
my
fast hands. Do it.
bonus action. I'm gonna run, dash, and then bonus
Okay.
action. I can use an object, so I'm gonna take the trident.
All right, for the heck of this, roll initiative, please, everyone.
Mm-hmm. Make sure I got.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow, so Cassandra's gonna beat us all.
All right, Cassandra,
Do
go
you want
ahead.
us to re-roll because it actually might matter between player characters there?
Oh, well,
Dex.
hold on. So it's Dex. Yeah, it's Dex. Is the
Oh, it's
high.
Dex. I only have plus 2.
What's your total score?
14.
What's Roland's?
My dex is 15, so it's also +2.
Okay, so you would
Okay,
beat me in
Roland
that
goes
scenario.
first. Yeah. So for the
Mhm.
for clarity here, I will just manually change Roland's to a 7.
Then. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cassandra.
All right. Sighing. She's gonna. I'm gonna have to action dash movement, so I can get in front of Roland.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action for use an object with fast hands to grab the trident.
Okay.
Um,
Hop into the 101 for me very briefly.
Okay.
Can you GM roll me a charisma saving throw?
All right.
Okay. Hop into the general chat for me.
All right.
Okay. Proceed. So you grab onto the trident?
Yeah, I wanna try and pull it away.
I'm gonna try to keep hold of it.
I think for the purpose of this, go ahead and make a contested roll. So Cassandra, your strength versus Roland's strength, because Roland's not letting go of it. I think you said, right?
It'll be a weakness off. Oh shoot! I still had 2 GM.
Oh, it's fine. So Cassandra 13, Roland 5. So Roland, even though you're grasping it tightly, Cassandra just definitely gets up in front of you and startles you a little bit, enough so that your fingers loosen ever so slightly, where Cassandra's able to grab the trident. Okay.
And I'm gonna say, you all are being irrational. What's going on?
Roland, it's your turn.
I'm gonna just say, no, it's mine, and I'm going to try and decide what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna hurt her. I am going to cast levitate. I think I'm gonna cast levitate. I'm just gonna do it. On the object. So the trident is now
Oh my god.
rising vertically 20 feet. And then
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I guess Cassandra will hang on to it. What is going on? Oh, there's Rieta.
Alright. You're just gonna get Rieta in the mix here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout her, you let go of that right now!
Oh, and what's going on? This isn't like you.
I think it's my turn. I'm not doing anything
It
else.
is, yeah.
Like,
Sorry. I was just adding Rieta into the initiative tracker. She would have kept reading because there was no other anything. So now we go to Tarvik.
So is Cassandra like hovering in the air at this point, or like what's going on?
Yeah, I'm like hanging
But-
on to it because I'm pretty short. I'd be hovering like, I guess, 15 feet in the air.
Oh wait.
All right.
Cassandra, make a strength. Just make a strength check to see if you're holding on. Actually.
Oh no.
No, you've let go. As much as you were
Alright.
trying to hold on to it, you let go.
Yeah.
And you're on the ground now.
Yeah. So it's just the trident is just floating then.
Mm-hmm.
And not that it matters, but just FYI, I used up my 3rd level spell slot to do that because I'm out of seconds.
Alright, so Tarvik, you see this scene in front of you. The trident
Okay.
aloft in the air.
It's
Cassandra
like
just
20
fell.
It's 20 feet up in the air?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hang on a second. I have to look up the rules for 3 plus your strength. Okay.
Go for jumping.
Yeah.
Real high.
Oh, that's right, jumping.
Yeah, it's not as high as you think. I can only jump like 7 feet in the air, so I think that's above where I can jump normally.
Oh, gotcha.
But
yeah,
you
that's why I
can
wanted to
extend
check.
your arms to get higher. I think you can add your own
Still
height
not
to
20
that.
feet though.
Right, yeah,
Right,
but I mean,
right,
okay,
yeah.
that's still only 13 feet. If it's 20 feet up, there's not, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
you can only jump, like, my arms are not 8 feet long. Like, I don't think
Thank God.
But it's
realistically
like-
I could
I
jump
think
and reach that. Like,
That'd be terrifying if
I
your
think it's
arms
your
were
height.
8 feet
It's like,
long.
yeah, like, I'd have,
so,
basically, I'd have to have, like, bugbear arms to reach that.
Mhm.
So I will just say, well, that's not going to come down for a couple of hours, I bet. You guys should go in and talk about it a little bit. And I'm just going to keep watching it.
Okay.
I am staying
I see.
right here. You are not getting that.
Alright, Cassandra.
I am so confused. What is going on? Let me see here. I don't think it's a disease or a poison. What is going on with you guys? Alright, can we just talk about this? What's going on? You guys are not acting like yourselves. It's just a fucking metal pole with sharpie pointy bits. Let's all go inside and talk about it.
Yes, yeah, the whole group. Yes, you guys go inside and talk about this.
You first.
Still tracking it.
Oh
Nope,
my
tracking with his
Cassandra,
eyes.
do you move?
Still not.
I'm gonna smack both of them. Just smack them on their faces, just like.
With the intent of an unarmed strike, or just for funsies slapping them?
No, I'm gonna let it sting. They're just being crazy.
Okay. Unarmed strike it is. So it's roll your attack. So it's a D20 strength plus your strength, or sorry, strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus. To see if you hit.
Okay. All right. What's our proficiency? 3. Okay,
Plus-
so it's a 20
yeah.
plus 2, so 14.
That
Does hit
that
any of
misses
you?
Tarvik.
Okay.
It misses Tarvik.
Roland's that hit you?
Has it been 8 hours since I cast mage armor? But even if it's not, it still misses me. But I want to know. I don't think it's been 8 hours.
Did you cast
Cast
Mage
it.
Armor? When
I
did you
cast it in the tunnel.
Then no.
In the
no.
tunnels, but I mean-
Yeah, it's still up.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, that
All
definitely
right,
missed
so
me.
it doesn't sting then.
Okay, it you don't even get
Actually, you-
get a chance.
You probably like slap. You literally just like you tried it for the face and you miss and you get like
I'm like too
punch.
short.
Yeah, I was gonna say you punch Tarvik's chest, which is just solid metal, and you're just
Yeah, it hurts. I pull my hand back. I'm like shaking it.
Okay, so we go to Rieta. You're still reading your book, though you do hear a bit of a commotion in the other rooms. You don't know which room, but kind of where the party was originally in that dining room area. You kind of hear some commotion and a little bit of yelling and tense tones while you're reading your book. Do you do anything?
How gripping is the book?
Well, right now it's still in its introductory phase where you're learning about the ogre and how he's really not great with doing things, and he feels really down on himself, but he really wants to be part of society.
This is such a downer. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put it down for now.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully it picks up later. But yeah, I'll put it down and go take a look. I'm not sprinting or anything, so I'm just gonna walk.
Yeah. Okay, Rolen.
Rolen is going to use his action to move an additional 20 feet up into the air.
Mm-hmm.
Are you levitating, or is the thing
No,
levitating?
It's an object levitating, but as my action, I can change its altitude by 20 feet. I change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on my turn.
So the trident's floating up higher?
Yep, the trident's floating up higher.
Okay.
And Rolen is going to say, he's trying to take it from me, and I don't want to let him. And I don't think that's terribly unreasonable to want to stay here and make sure he doesn't get it. And I'll cross my arms very resolutely and try to look, try to maybe look a little beefier. Like,
compared to Tarvik, it's like a small child. Like
Roland's 5'11", but he's like tiny, skinny.
Yeah.
But he's not used to having people taller than him, to be honest, and it's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
I put a yellow icon to indicate concentration, but I'm taking it off because it completely covers your face. Your token's face. So Tarvik.
I will say, well, first of all, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna make it sound like ominous whispers. That say. Ominous whispers that just kind of repeat over and over again. Rolen is unworthy to bear this. Tarvik is the only worthy one. Over and over again, repeating.
Okay.
And I will also say, he doesn't understand how to use a trident at all. I've been trained for a long time on how to use tridents. Just seems reasonable that I would use it.
So you guys see Tarvik's, because this is a verbal cantrip here, you see Tarvik whispering, and you see him because you guys are in such close range of each other.
Yup.
Him whispering this, where Rolen is not worthy, and then you hear like the ominous whispers kind of echoing each other and repeating this while Tarvik continues his conversation in a normal voice of what he just said, where you don't even know how to use it. That ends your turn, Tarvik?
Yeah, that will be my turn.
Okay, Kassandra.
Alright, I know I'm not very good with spell stuff, but when I touched it, I had a feeling, right? So can I try to sense that something happened there?
Yeah, so you had a feeling where you felt like your body resisted something. You're not exactly sure what it was, or what the nature of it was necessarily, but yeah, whenever you make something like that, you feel like your body resisting it.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out to Rieta, I think they're cursed. I think something's wrong.
Right, so Rieta, in the distance, you hear Kassandra yelling.
And I'm gonna say to Rolen, you're super rational guy, right? Think about this. Have you ever acted this way before?
Someone's gonna think about it.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Rolen, you hear the words and you pause and think about that for a second. But that thought just comes back in your head. Rieta.
I mean, I think I'm still just walking. Like I heard Kassandra, maybe faintly, but I'm not. I don't think I'm alarmed yet. So I'm just walking through the house.
All right, Rolen.
Rolen. So the persuasion didn't reach him at all.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. So Rolen is going to be. I'm going to say. See, Roland's 100% convinced that he's not cursed. He knows he's fine, but it does occur to him that Tarvik's being a little weird, and maybe something is going on with him. It doesn't make sense that he wants Roland's trident, for sure. And he's going to say, okay, well, just to humor the situation, if in theory someone was, acting irrationally and wanting something that belonged to someone else, how would we, fix that?
So you take your action to
ask
talk.
that out loud. Well, I'm hoping that it can be like a bonus or free action. The trident's going up another 20 feet for my action.
Right.
Yeah.
Tarvik, I don't know if Kassandra wants to say anything, but Tarvik does have a response, unless you do.
I am clueless as to what how to respond.
So Tarvik would say, I mean, I would be able to remove curses from certain people if they were cursed, but I would need the trident tonight to make sure that I'm properly aware of what's going on.
I think you should cast that on both y'all, and then we can talk about the trident.
I'm gonna need a solid 8 hours before I can do many spells. And out of character, I need to change. I have basically access to the entire cleric line, but I need to change what spells I'm attuned to, and I'm all out of spell slots. So that is a tomorrow thing.
All right, so Tarvik, you've talked. Anything else?
Yeah, you know what? Why not? I take one step backwards, still keeping an eye on this thing that's floating upwards. And this door, again, thaumaturgy, that door's gonna just fly open. And then I'm gonna take a step back and be like, oh no, it sounds like someone's breaking into your house. You guys should go in there and check on that.
God, make a deception check, deception roll, please.
I'm gonna make that a disadvantage, just because,
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, that would be a 3.
Yeah. You guys hear this, and if you don't,
you do see a door open.
You just roll your eyes.
You do see a door fly open violently.
If you're looking behind you, yes, you definitely hear it. Rieta, the door flies right by you.
And like
Kassandra.
I see Tarvik come over and cast thaumaturgy though, right?
Yeah.
I take one step backwards. So I guess you just see Tarvik go back and probably like whisper something towards the door, and then take another step forward.
Well, I mean, I know thaumaturgy. I'm a thievery.
Oh yeah.
I know what
I mean, you would know enough to know that that's what it is.
Kassandra will say, I think we need to get Golonna. I'm going to go and get her. Try not to kill each other. And I'm going to walk up this way. I guess I'm gonna run. I know she's busy, but I'm gonna run past Rieta and I'm gonna say, I'm going to get Golonna.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's actually,
yeah.
And I'm gonna say, don't let them kill each other.
as you see controller rush by. All right, Rieta.
All right, Rita's gonna just like sort of just keep walking, 30 feet at a time. I mean, I guess the kitchen is open because
Kitchen
he was
is
able to
open.
cast
Yeah.
thaumaturgy through it. So I'm just gonna say, hey guys, what's going on?
Okay, Rolen.
Rolen casts a verbal and somatic spell, and I'm telling the GM what spell it is.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm gonna say to Rieta, Tarvik's acting strange.
Okay, that ends your turn.
Yeah, that is my turn.
All right, Tarvik.
I'm gonna cast a spell too, because all I have is cantrips, and crap, if I'm just going to just abuse cantrips for right now, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. Because why not? And I would just be like, your wizard thinks that they can use melee weapons. Is this common among your party? These delusions? That would be my turn.
Yeah. I don't know if we're in initiative for this conversation.
Yeah, that unless we're
loose.
like doing a ton of things, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little loose here.
I'm trying to do a thing behind the scenes, but we can.
Oh yeah, I'm
bring
sure
that
you
around
are.
Conversations however you want. So.
All right, give me a moment here. Yeah, so both who has line of sight? Okay, so Tarvik and Rieta, you both see Roland's lips move ever so slightly, and his fingers kind of move in the air a little bit as he was talking to you guys about like what he said last round. And then Tarvik, you mentioned your round and such. But you did notice his hands move ever so slightly. And Rieta, you're very used to Rolen and his magic, so you know he cast a spell. And Tarvik, actually, yeah, because you know spell casting as well. You're familiar with that. Though you don't know specifically what, you're familiar something was cast. So Tarvik, that ends your turn?
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Kassandra, you're leaving?
Yep. Running. So it looks like I get out. Yeah, so I get off the map.
You do.
And running towards Golonna. I don't know how that's gonna take a while.
Where do you go?
I'm going
Where
straight to the temple.
Straight to the temple. Okay. Rieta.
All right, so I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna be like, so, Roland, is this true? Do you want the trident?
You can.
And that's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do is
briefly. Yeah. Well, actually, you're next turn, so you can respond.
No. I don't particularly want it, but I want Tarvik to not have it, though I think that I would be a good person to have it, potentially, if possible. And the trident is actually going to lower 20 feet as I say this, and I'm going to move 2 steps away from Tarvik.
Okay. That ends your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, Tarvik.
Yeah, and I'm going to keep pace with him. Again, full height, right up to there. And I'm just going to say, yes, I would like it because, again, I think I'm probably one of the few in the party who knows how to use a trident. And I think that certain people should drop the trident immediately. And I'm going to try an intimidation check.
Okay. Roll
against
intimidation.
against Roland.
And
Uh,
Rolen, go ahead and roll.
An extra D4.
Oh, that's right, because you have guidance on yourself.
Yep. Oh, and that's a nice low roll. I don't know.
Let's see.
Should I roll insight?
Yeah, roll
It's
insight.
a 12, I guess.
Roll insight or oh, not the GM though.
Yeah, you
Okay.
you out.
You're fine. It seems like he is intently frustrated and wants to intimidate you, but has no intent on harming you. So you don't really take his words to mind. Kassandra, you're using full action, movement, and bonus action to try and get to where you're going.
Yep.
All right, Rieta.
So Rieta is gonna step outside, and she's gonna say, "Well, Rolen, I am surprised at you. I thought you knew how this worked. We've been working together for a little while. Tarvik, I can cut you some slack because you're new here. But the way that this works is that all of the magic items belong to me, and I decide how they're used. Okay? So, give me the trident. I'll decide who gets to keep it."
What's your intent behind these words? Persuasion, intimidation? There's some deception in there, so I don't know. This could be like
just about all of our magic items have gone to Rieta, and then she's given them out. So I think that this is how she thinks it works. I'm going to do intimidation.
Legitimately, this is what is going on inside her head?
Yeah, so I'm going to use
fantastic.
I'm going to use my inspiration, and I'm going to do intimidation.
Oh, that's great. Go ahead. Oh, God.
Is that countered by our insight? Yeah.
Both of you roll insight, please. I love how that's legitimately Rita's thought, is that everything goes through her. You guys take a look at this tiefling behind you, and she is angry. You feel hesitant, though you still have that thought in your head. You're wavering. You're a little scared by her. You don't know what she could do to you. Rolen.
The trident lowers another 10 feet. And Rolen says, okay, I'll bring it down. And he's gonna he doesn't want to be doesn't want Tarvik and close to him in his face anymore, so he's gonna move over a little bit. But he says, and he brings it down 10 feet. And says that you stay away from me, and looks a little scared.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
how high is it currently up?
It is 30 feet up.
Okay, so it's still, yeah.
Yep. All right, Tarvik.
But Tarvik will just say, I mean, in the usual kind of Tarvik way, it seems like a very silly way of handing out items. Why in the world did your party allow that to happen? Looks at both of them. I'm surprised that Kassandra is okay with that, frankly.
She's not.
That's the key.
All right, Kassandra, you continue moving at a rapid pace here.
Would I be able to do one other thing on my turn, just as an action? Just guidance myself again. Yes. Just so I can just keep constant guidance on myself.
Yeah. All right, Rieta.
Rieta, is just she's gonna continue holding her hand out with the trident. She's gonna say, "Yes, obviously, I'm not someone who can use a trident. Most of the things that we found, I'm not the best person to use them, but I'm really good at figuring out who is. So kindly step to the side, and I will determine who should get this trident."
Intimidation again?
Okay. I think this one is, as much as I would rather do intimidation because my check is better. I think that this is more of a persuasion.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm sort of reasoning.
It's towing the line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say
that wasn't an advantage.
It's okay. I was just going to say give you advantage because you intimidated them earlier, but that's not great.
Okay. Yeah. It's still not the best.
You were.
Who knows?
Yeah. The thoughts go into your ears, but that thought is still kind of ringing in your head, and it's kind of still there, persistent. To both Tarvik and Rolen. Rolen.
Does Rolen feel like he needs to give it to her at all?
Rolen is still a little scared from before, but in terms of Rita's most recent, persuasion, this wasn't as persuading, but you're still a little scared.
Okay. Roland's gonna bolt. He uses his action to bring the trident all the way down to him and is running 30 feet away.
Wait, hold on.
I might have cast a mage hand. I might have cast a mage hand and got into it. So
wait, hang on. How much does the trident weigh?
Not that much.
But it
doesn't weigh 10 pounds.
Levitate on it.
Oh, that is true. That is true. You're right.
Okay.
If you allow it. If you don't want to allow it, you don't have to. That is Roland's plan.
You're okay. I'm just trying to do the distance. So, what's your movement speed?
30 feet.
Okay, so that would put you like here, I think. You're doing. No, you're more. You're like here. You started here, so
yeah, I started there. Yeah.
All right, you guys see rolling line, Tarvik.
Yeah. Dashing after this wizard man.
Yeah.
Full speed dashes the action. And I'm gonna just cut him off right here. And just to add to the intimidation, I'm gonna not just great axe in hand. Like, you move, you might get hit.
Okay, roll intimidation, roll insight. Oh, this time a little scarier. That movement, just him gaining on you so quickly and reappearing or appearing right next to you, a little startling.
And I guess I'll just say, where do you think you're going, little man?
Oh, no. Okay. Kassandra, you are moving. Let me track that. Yep. Okay, now we go to Rieta.
At this point, Rieta just rolls her eyes and says, "You're gonna have to come back eventually, and I'm gonna get that trident and decide who it goes to." And then she goes back inside.
Okay, here. Then we go to Rolen. Let me actually change the map so that you guys are outside, because I don't like here. So let's see. Rolen. You're about... Actually, no. Let's continue on this map, and if you guys go where I think you're going to go, then we'll change maps. But continue.
Okay, well, Roland's going to brace, because he's fully expecting Tarvik to hit him. Mm-hmm. But it's not going to change his plan. He is going to grip as hard as he can to the trident and going 20 feet straight up in the air.
Okay.
With his feet dangling.
Oh, man. Roll.
Okay.
Actually, no, he's probably going to move 30 feet first, and then he's going to do that as his action.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token 30 feet.
Yeah. Actually, I want to get underneath either a tree or up against the side of the house, whatever is within 30 feet of me.
The side of the house. There aren't any trees nearby, super nearby at least.
All right. Up against the side of the house, hopefully without even disengage. Well, no, I have to disengage right away. So.
Can I ask something? Would I be able to use my reaction to trip him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What would you want me to roll for that?
Roll dexterity to see how fast you can move in order to trip him before him, and Rolen also roll dexterity to see how quick you're moving up.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna beat that.
Yeah,
No.
that is good.
Mm-hmm.
As good as you can get with Rolen.
Mm-hmm.
Roland's a live little man.
All right, so Rolen, you are up how far?
20 feet, but my feet are like dangling down.
20 feet,
and
right?
Roland's,
You're holding on to the
straight
tree.
cut. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a strength
Yes.
check just to see if you're holding on.
Athletics or just straight strength?
Oh, no, sorry, athletics. Yes, thank you.
Not that it's any different.
Yeah, you're holding on. Just barely. Your arms are shaking,
How tall-
but you're holding on.
How tall is the roof eave? I would expect it to be something like, for 2 stories, it'd be like maybe like 20, 30 feet up, something like that. Probably like 30, 40 feet.
Yeah, more like 30, 40.
Okay. Can we say it's at 30 feet? Does that work?
Yeah, like 15 for each, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Rolen is 20 feet in the air with his feet dangling, trying to like hoist them up and hold on to this trident. I don't know if he can. He can get onto it like a broom, maybe, but
Your arms are
Yeah,
shaking, Rolen. You're up there, and you're grasping it, but it is hard.
Okay.
Tarvik, you see Rolen just.
So he's.
Yeah, I was gonna say he just got out of your range before you could try and trip him, and now he's just hanging on.
Okay. Are you 30 feet away from me, or are you up like right where you're at right now, just straight up?
Exactly where I'm at, up against the house, and I went 20 feet up. Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
use the full 30. Yeah.
So
Just got to the
Tarvik will
house.
spend 10 of his movement to basically get like over here, and then he's gonna take a running jump. And I believe you said you're just shy of 6 feet, which
Yeah.
would mean so I should be able to, I think, to jump that high and grip onto Roland with my long jump or my vertical leap, basically.
Yes, I think so. Anyone contradict the math on that? I think that's
No,
possible.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I think
totally
that's-
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right to
All
me.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Yep.
ahead, and you're like jumping and trying to grab him, right?
Yeah, I'm grabbing him and like probably like not this turn, but just gripping onto him so he's not floating away with it, basically.
Okay, roll an athletics to see how well you can hold on to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, you definitely got him.
Shit. Okay.
All right. You're just dangling, and then Tarvik's dangling on you, Roland. Kassandra, you are moving. So let me handle that. Rieta, what are you doing?
I'm going back to the library.
Okay.
I'm just walking.
All right, and then
That's
we
it.
go.
My turn's over.
Oh gosh, we go to Roland again.
Can Roland hang on? Does he need to make a check or anything?
Oh my god!
I will
yeah.
say, I was about to say,
so heavy.
I don't know. Realistically, I don't think a -1 strength. Tarvik weighs 302 pounds and is wearing an extra like 65 pounds of armor. So unless like imagine like an extra 400 pounds almost onto
Yeah, and I was just gonna say,
Roland's
Roland,
body mass.
you barely just made the save with the DC 14. So as soon as Tarvik jumps on and he has you, you slowly lose the grip. You're like sliding down, and then you just fall on the ground. So Roland, you are prone on the ground right now. Also, Tarvik, you're also prone.
Does he?
Roland on
I'm
top of
sorry.
you.
So I'm sorry. Does Roland take fall damage from 20 feet up or 15 feet up or whatever it is?
Would he?
That could cause him to
Well,
lose
yeah.
concentration.
Yeah, usually you take fall damage over 10
Yeah.
feet, right?
Oh,
And Tarvik
okay.
fell too, possibly
Yeah.
from less, but he fell too.
That's
Mhm.
true. Okay, wait. So how much is fall damage? I don't know if I have it on
It's
my
like-
sheet.
I think it's a D6 per 10 feet.
Mhm.
Okay, so 2d6. Let me see.
Would you say 2d6 for me as well, or just 1d6 because I'm hanging off of
You're
like
halfway,
probably
so
Roland's-
1d6. Yeah.
Okay.
All All right, so 2d6
If
for
the broom's
Rolen.
at 20, then yeah, he's at 15.
Okay, roll a con save for your concentration check.
Con save. Okay.
And then 1d6 for Tarvik.
That makes it.
Yeah.
How much damage did I take?
You're 6. Tarvik, you have 4.
How much did I take? Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled nat 1 on both.
Actually, I'm gonna roll. I'm concentrating on guidance still, so I will
Oh, are
roll
you?
one
Okay.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, just in case. It's not a big deal, but it could matter later on.
it could.
I had
Yeah.
temporary hit points from that Rieta gave me like several hours ago. Do I still have them, or did those like expire?
You do?
They do
'Cause
not expire.
I don't think you took a rest or anything.
Mm-mm.
And all right, concentration still up. Tarvik.
Well, did I actually
hang on,
use
now-
my turn for falling prone?
Oh, that's
I
right.
was gonna
That's
say,
right.
I
Go
think
ahead.
you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
your
yeah.
turn.
Take your turn. You're prone right now.
Okay,
On top of Tarvik.
half movement to stand up.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm gonna try it again. I think I don't know what would stop me. I'm going to use a little bit more of my movement to get away from him. And then action is bringing wet the mage hand, bringing it down. Actually, no. I'm going to. I can't do anything once I bring it to me, so I won't do that. I'm gonna leave it up. It just mage hand still is grasping it 20 feet in the air, and I am just moving away from him as far as I can go with half movement, which would be there. And I'm gonna say, "You leave me alone."
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right, Tarvik. She did. Sorry, no. He did leave your area, so you can try like a reaction if you'd like to try and trip him again.
Yeah, I might as well. I'll give it a try. Is it Dex, you said?
Dex, yeah. Roll Dex.
Ooh, he's probably gonna pass.
Oh,
no, he doesn't.
Okay, so I am prone back
You were
here
prone.
again. Okay.
Yep. I'd say you got like one more. Yeah, you got one more away, but you're knocked prone as you trip forward as you were trying to go. Tarvik, it is now your turn.
All right.
You are prone right now.
Yep. So it's 15 feet, stand up. 5 feet, get right here, underneath it, pretty much. And I'll just say, all you have to do is drop it into my hands, and then tomorrow I can take care of that nasty curse on you. It's very simple.
What are you trying for? Intimidation?
I don't...
Persuasion?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, look, we can try persuasion. Persuasion's not going to go well, but we can try it.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, maybe it will go well. Plus a D4 for my guidance.
Oh.
So 18, I guess.
So you go ahead and say this to Rolen, and Rolen, you hear the words, you find it rational, where it's like, tomorrow he can cast the spell, but that creeping thought in the back of your mind just pushes forward, no change in how you're thinking right now. Kassandra, I am moving you on my map.
I feel so bad for Kassandra.
You're still going. You're still running. You're like...
I'm determined.
You are very determined. You are panting, like
Terminator
you are running. Yeah, you are very determined. All the people in the town who are out, who happen to see you, barely see anything. You are just like whizzing past like a cartoon. All they see is like wind behind you and a blur. You are really determined and on a mission. As Rieta is determined to go to the library.
Yep. Oh, I can almost sit down. Oh, no.
Alright, that's it, yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to count rounds between when I cast Mage Hand to see if my minute's up. I think I'm only like halfway into it, though.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, anyway. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if he's not persuaded, he's gonna I don't know, like we're at an impasse a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say why don't we wait for Golonna to get here? And he's gonna just like not stand up from prone, but just like cross his legs and sit with his back against the building and just cross his arms.
Okay.
And it can it's good. I'm actually gonna move it up to the extent of my 30-foot reach, so it's going up another 10 feet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Tarvik, it is now your turn.
Say, okay, we can wait for this thing, or for what's her face. I'm sorry, what was her name?
Golonna.
Golonna. Yes, we can wait for Golonna to come and uncurse you. But until that time, why don't we put the trident in both of our hands? Deal?
You are like so much stronger than me. No deal. No, you're gonna pull it away. No, dumb.
We can. Tarvik, actually, can I? Like, we can do that.
No.
We can either do that, or we can do this the hard way. And I'll just again, if you're laying on the ground, Tarvik is standing over you full height. Another intimidation, I guess.
Go for it. Roll insight. He is scary and imposing right now, but you just can't let go of that thought in your head that's driving you. He's definitely frightened. He's definitely frightening. You are frightened of him, but there's just something pulling at you, a desire. Can't be shaken. Kassandra here. God, you're so close, Kassandra.
And then Golonna's gonna slow me down.
You are right outside.
So it's gonna be a while.
You are right outside of the holy beacon, Kassandra. You're like right at the door.
Awesome.
Rieta. You also are so close, Rieta.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it. All right, we're there.
There you go.
I'm sitting back down.
Action, open book. Bonus action.
I'm opening up human to the place where I did the little earmark.
Yes.
Which was like the second page or something. And I'm gonna start reading.
You start reading again. Perfect. Rolen. Go back to Rolen.
Roland starts to cry.
Oh no.
Because he's scared. But he's just going to just cross his arms and try to look tough, and is just looking up at him like
through the tears. He's trying to look tough, like I'm not scared of you.
I'm not scared of you, you big meanie.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, this has devolved into something else. Okay. In tears, you look down.
And he's gonna scooch over 5 feet.
Okay. Just like not even getting up, just
so,
like
still on
scooting
the
his
ground.
butt over.
Well, just FYI too, I'm gonna say the mage hand is like pulling it so that it stays above him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. There.
All right, and then we go to Tarvik.
Like, do I have any sympathy at this point for like this blubbering mess on the ground? Like,
you do. You 100% feel sympathy. But you're also torn. There's a dichotomous feeling inside of you that, one moment you're looking at this pitiful situation, and at the next you just don't care. You just have this thought in your head.
I wasn't sure if like this would be a time where like he could have done a persuasion check to see if he's pathetic enough to get through to Tarvik. But
well, Roland,
can I persuade him?
Were you trying to
use my tears to persuade him?
Yeah, if you definitely have that intent, go ahead. Persuasion.
Sure.
Nah, that is too low. Unfortunately, yeah, Tarvik, you don't even have to roll.
All right, I will. I was about to say in that one gets that for me on insight. I'll just take a step up and just be like, I told you, there's a simple solution. Each person puts one hand on it. I don't understand why you continue to think that 30 feet in the air is the best solution. None of us have it if it's 30 feet in the air. Both of us have it if it's right in our hands.
Are you trying to persuade?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
It's not going to go well. I'm going to say that again. Geez, I keep saying that, but man, I'll keep rolling well.
Yeah, Rolen, you don't have to roll insight.
I want to know, is he being legitimate, or is he going to like get into both of our hands and then is he going to tug it away?
Okay.
I mean, know should I roll
I
insight
was
for
going to
that?
say, DM, how do I feel about that? Like, if I had a hand on it and he had a hand on it, do you feel like I would be okay in thinking like at any point I can take this away from him and I can have it? Or is the thought, well, I should have it and me alone? So like as soon as he brings that down, I'm going to rip it out of his hands.
It's the latter. Only you should have it.
Okay. Yeah, then that's...
And Roland's thinking the same.
Yeah.
So you can roll insight if you'd like, Roland.
No, if Roland isn't okay with him touching it at all, then it's moot point. So
okay. And especially with Roland's logical mind, that would come across his mind. Where if Roland's thinking it, Tarvik's thinking of it.
Yeah.
So, okay, Kassandra, you enter into the Holy Beacon, and you see Golonna there in the center with the 4 bodies laid across the bottom of the floor, and she is currently like preparing their body right now. You burst in, panting. What do you say?
Golonna, what do you know about curses?
Oh, curses, you say. Well, and she kind of sits up from where she was. She was kind of kneeling over one of the bodies as she was preparing them. Well, there's a lot to talk about with curses. And so she kind of cuts off as we take 6 seconds and we go to Rieta.
Wrong question.
I'm reading.
You get a few more pages.
Boy,
in.
I wish I was reading.
I can read. Wait, hold on. I read. In 6 seconds.
Oh wait,
I read
no. Never mind. Not a few pages. You get You get a few more sentences.
Okay.
That seems more appropriate. But I mean, I don't know. High fantasy. Like, did you take
I'm
a feat
speed
in
reader.
fast reading?
Yeah.
So you get a few more sentences in reading. You hear a bit of faint sobbing from the outside of the house. Though super, super faint. And you hear an angry voice as well. Nothing crashing, though. No fighting noises.
I take my book upstairs.
Wow. Okay. I'm glad that if this extends into violence, like, we're all good.
All right, we go to Rolen.
Roland's same strategy. It's like, yeah, he's not gonna try anything different. He's just sitting on the ground waiting for Golonna to get there potentially.
Mm-hmm. All right, sitting there.
If Mage Hands expires, he'll recast it.
I think you still have a couple more rounds. I wasn't keeping track. Did you keep track?
I'm doing such a bad keeping track. How many rounds should it be? Should it be 10 rounds?
It's yeah, and I feel like we're probably around 7.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, if you're not using your action, it really doesn't matter. You can just say like, "Oh, I recast it every turn," and it continues on.
That's true. If you're just like sitting there, yeah.
We can skip ahead a little bit because otherwise this will last like for years. Just say Tarvik is fully prepared for if he does the like quick descend on it to like rip it out of the air as quickly as possible, and is watching it, but isn't gonna try to scare him away anymore at this point.
Okay. And Roland, your same strategy. You're just kind of keeping it aloft.
Yep, I'm just keeping it aloft, keeping a good eye on it, but also keeping an eye on Tarvik, and just bracing for when Tarvik inevitably clubs him because he's convinced that's coming at any second. But yeah,
constant fear. Oh no.
It's super sad that this is the point that like everyone's like, yeah, this is the real Tarvik, and I'm like, oh no, this isn't Tarvik. This is cursed Tarvik.
And then Rieta, who just thinks that every magic item goes through her. I love that.
No, we're
Yeah,
gonna have to
I was
talk
gonna
about
say,
that too.
I'm not sure who has more delusions, the cursed people or the person who believes all magic items belong to them. Like, that's the...
It's the real kicker. I'm glad we got that little nugget out of Rieta. That's great.
Mhm.
So we continue the conversation at the Holy Beacon with Kassandra and Golonna. So Golonna is talking about, well, some curses are very complicated, Kassandra. You see,
Sure.
it can be imparted by some...
Hang on, sorry. This is a little time sensitive. And I don't know much about magic. Rolen and Tarvik appear to be under a curse. Do you have any abilities to remediate that, or scrolls, or potions, or...
Rolen, yes. The wizard in your party, I believe. Who is Tarvik?
Oh, he's this new adventurer in town. He's a half-orc guy, follows Talos. I don't know. I figure you might find that interesting, but
Oh.
they almost want to fight each other right now, so we should probably help
you
them.
believe this is due to a curse and not the nature of creatures?
They're acting really unusual. Like, you know how reserved Rolen was? He pretty much had a temper tantrum about taking this item away from him. And then when I touched the item, I had this feeling like it was like really unusual item, but nothing happened to me. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe you could just look at them.
Yes. I do need to handle this, but I suppose I may step away for a moment. Where are they?
They're over at Alarius. I'll walk with you.
Oh, yes. Okay. And she starts following you.
I make sure to speed walk to like
try and push her pace. Okay, she tries and keeps up with you.
You're the best, Golonna.
As you guys are speed walking, she asks you, so this item, what is it?
This trident we found underwater with this nasty witch lady that was doing some ritual. The lady that killed the people.
Oh my, some evil witch lady. That does sound ominous.
Yeah.
I hope I can do something. And she...
Well, anything. We'll tithe to the church. Anything you can do, we really could use your help.
All right, so she continues walking with you. Okay, so stasis with Rolen and Tarvik. Rieta, you are pleasantly reading in your room?
Well, there's one minor point of order. I'm going up to my room. Mm-hmm. Does the trident happen to be levitating right outside my window?
Your window is here, so no.
Okay, fair enough. I am in.
That would have been
bed.
Awesome, though.
I am in bed. I am reading. I have a very angry look on my face as I read. I'm rage reading. My door is slammed shut.
Oh man, Rita's not happy. All right, so Kassandra, you end up getting to the house. So you enter in and you don't see anyone inside, and it's pretty quiet.
Okay. All right. I walk towards the back because that's where I last saw them. See if I can see them again.
Yeah, you walk towards the back there. And if you go outside, you do see them hunkered against the wall. Rolen just sitting there sobbing a little bit with Tarvik just standing there.
See, Golonna, this is not normal. This is very unusual.
Here, let me put Golonna here. Oh, yes, so let's see. Both of you, very nice to meet you. Tarvik is what I hear your name is.
Hi, yeah.
Rolen, nice to see you. And she kind of pulls out a little handkerchief. Perhaps this may help.
Golonna, I think he wants to kill me. You have to save me, please.
Make a deception check. Well, I don't know. Do you believe it?
Yeah.
I believe he's legitimately gonna hurt me, but I also want her to be a distraction right now, so probably deception.
Okay, deception then. Hold on.
I think the fact that like Tarvik no longer has his axe even in his hand, and it's just like leaning against the wall right now, and like he's just looking up are probably signs against that.
Rolen, I appreciate you feeling distraught, but exaggerations won't help the situation here. Now, Kassandra, is that the item in question? She kind of points up to the trident.
Yeah. Kassandra's got like her arms crossed, standing behind Golonna, looking like a disappointed mom at both of you.
Now, I do believe it's being handled by some magic right now, and who is doing that? And looks to both of you, but looks towards
Tarvik just points.
I don't make eye contact. I just look away.
Okay, now the first step is, will you please release your hold onto the magical item and place it, and she motions her hand behind her, 20 feet behind me, or 10 feet behind me. Are you willing to do that, Rolen?
Well, see, here's the thing, Golonna. If I bring it into, like, 30 feet of him, then he's going to run over and get it, and then I'm not strong enough to get it away from him again. And I really think it's important that no one else touches it, because, yeah, because it's obviously cursed him, and that's important. So I'm not quite comfortable with that. No, I think the best place for it is right where it is, up there.
And I believe that Roland is definitely cursed. And I believe that tomorrow morning, after a good night's sleep, I would be able to remove said curse on him. But I will need that trident in the meantime.
Kassandra,
Tarvik, you're acting weird too. Yes, Golonna.
I do believe I can help in this situation, but I can only help once currently, right now. Who should I help? Because I do believe that they are both under some type of influence.
Tarvik.
Tarvik it is. Tarvik, if you wouldn't mind just staying still, this will only take a moment and will not hurt you in any simple way, and I do not wish to hold the trident at all. I simply would like... And she starts muttering before she finishes her sentence and starts moving her hands a little bit. And you see her reach in her bag a little bit and sprinkle some what appears to be very sparkly dust in the air towards you, and then touches your chest.
Okay. Am I like... Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, do I feel like I need to resist this? Or like, am I okay with this?
You're okay with it. If you feel okay, if Tarvik feels okay with everything that Golonna said, this has nothing to do with the thought in your head.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, so she goes ahead and touches your chest, and you feel warmth spread through your body from where she touched you, and it starts growing and growing, and you feel this warmth spreading and pushing out that thought in your head. You have been greater restored, bitch.
Woo! Bringing out the big magic for that one. Okay. Yeah, so I guess Tarvik will like shake his head a little bit and like definitely look around and be like, yeah,
how do you feel?
definitely. Well, that is definitely a cursed item. That is for sure.
Now, Rolen, I apologize. There must be something done with Rolen. He must be secluded and made sure that he doesn't harm himself or harm others. And it is very important that, and she points up, isn't near anyone. I don't know the effects of it, but it appears it has some type of effect when near, or when touching, or when using. Tarvik, could you explain to me how you came about feeling this way?
I touched it, and touching, like, I didn't think too much about it when I held it, and then Roland took it away, and I thought to myself, I don't like Roland touching it.
Yes.
I'd much rather be touching it.
Kassandra, you touched it and you felt okay. Would you mind grabbing it, Roland?
Okay.
And she kind of points to you and kind of crouches down to you. Can you please just put it on the ground? You can hold on to it. But Tarvik doesn't want it anymore. Kassandra currently doesn't want it. I don't want it. You're in a safe space.
You're not going to take it away from me because you know it's mine.
Yes, I've healed Tarvik of any want of his or any wanting of his to take it, and you are safe here. Roll an insight for me.
Okay.
Ooh.
She's lying.
Yeah. I don't believe you. I think that it is best that you let me take it to my room and you all leave me be with it.
Hang on. Can I just turn to Kassandra and be like, Kassandra, I haven't been upstairs at all. Do the bedrooms lock at all?
DM, do they? I believe so.
Yes, they lock.
Okay.
You have
Yeah.
no privacy.
Okay. So can I just like lean down and just be like, okay then, buddy. If that's the case, we'll grab it on the next floor up. All right?
I think I have to keep seeing it to keep it up there.
Well then, easy solution. Can I pick up Roland and just start walking him into the house?
Roland, do you allow it? Or do you try and fight it?
No, I'm gonna try not to allow it. I'm double checking whether or not I need to keep seeing it.
I don't think you need visuals for concentration purposes. You might need it for like lowering and
What says a target is something that I can see within range, and it doesn't necessarily say what would happen if I moved it out of my visual range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, whatever you want to rule on that, DM. Will I lose the levitate if I can't see it anymore?
My instinct is to say yes.
Okay. Then I am going to do my best to scurry and crawl away from his grasp and not let him pick me up.
Okay.
I'll help Tarvik.
Can I use a reaction to prevent him from scurrying?
Well, so you go for it, and Roland tries to get away from you. So Tarvik, go ahead and do an athletics, and then Roland try an acrobatics to kind of like move out of his space.
Ooh, jeez.
Oh no. Yeah, Roland, you scurry.
I am gonna bolt with it. I am. It's come my next turn. I don't know if it's not really my turn yet, but at my next turn, I'm bolting with it.
Okay.
Kassandra,
are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna.
Can I just turn to it?
Hop on his back and cover his eyes, so he can't see it.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check to see how well you're on his back. Yeah, you're fine. You jump on his back.
I'm gonna cover his eyes so he can't see the trident anymore. So hoping that the spell will end. I don't know.
Okay, Rolen, make a wisdom saving throw, please. Rolen, your body seizes up, and Kassandra, you don't realize it, but Tarvik, you see Golonna point towards Rolen and start motioning her hands in the air while muttering, and point her fingers towards Rolen, and you just see Rolen seize up and start to fall over with the momentum of Kassandra jumping onto his back.
I try
So-
to make the fall as gentle for him as possible.
You both are prone on the ground. But Kassandra, you're on Rolen, so essentially you kind of have him pinned.
Okay, good. Is he paralyzed right now? What'd you do, Golonna?
I made sure that he is currently still for a minute or so. Rolen, and she goes down to talk to you. We truly don't mean to harm you in any way. It seems you are very attached to this item, and I sincerely ask that we all just go inside. You can keep the item, and we'll just monitor you and just be around you to make sure that you're safe. You can roll an insight check.
Oh, jeez.
Can I talk?
She is telling the truth.
She's
paralyzed.
like, gonna let me have it and not take it away?
Yeah, you are paralyzed, so you cannot move or speak
I cannot move or speak.
for a minute.
Well,
so this goes by for you try and speak, but you can't. Yes, I apologize. You can't respond right now, but in less than a minute you should be able to respond. But I do hope you believe me. We truly, as I mentioned, don't want you hurt in any way, and we'll just monitor you to make sure everything's okay.
I mean,
About a
can
minute
we really
goes
give
by.
him that?
Or I guess Kassandra, Tarvik, do you want to do anything while the minute?
Yeah, I was going to say, do we, I'll just turn to Cassandra and be like, do we want to lock him in his room just in case? This is the time to do it, if nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, will that trident hurt him besides this weird stuff?
I do not know, but it seems he's very adamant, and I don't want to harm him.
Where's
Okay.
my window? To my bedroom.
Your window is this here, like opposite Rieta.
Can I? Here's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to pick him up, and because he's paralyzed, he can't do anything. He automatically fails strength checks, so I just pick him up automatically, and I'm just going to start running him up to what I assume will be his room, and just be like, I'm just going to be like, Rieta, could you get ropes ready to tie him up as well? I feel like that's just going to be safer for him also.
Can I still use my action to move Mage Hand?
No, you're paralyzed. You're incapacitated.
You can't move.
But it's like a mental thing. I'm like using my action to make the spell move Mage Hand.
But it's somatic, so I would say the somatic component of the spell would force you to make some type of movement in order to move. So I think, yeah.
Here, I will post the effects of paralyzed, just so you can see it.
No, that makes sense. If I have to have a verbal or somatic component to move Mage Hand, then I'm not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Okay, well then, if the spell ends because I can no longer see it because he moves me up, then the staff will gently float back down to the ground above where I was previously.
Oh, okay. So the staff falls and Golonna's still there. Kassandra, I don't know, did you move anywhere?
No, I'm staying here with Golonna. I'll be like, should we just hide the staff for
I do wish that it would be hidden somewhere for closer inspection, but I personally do not want to touch it either. And it needs to be in a safe location away from people in case its magic spreads more than just via touch. Do you have any such location that is more or less vacant and not easy to access, protected, guarded?
Oh yeah, I could put it. Yeah, I got it. Just the right place.
And do you have a method of moving it without touching it?
If I used a cloth on it, do you think that would
Perhaps. Perhaps I should be here just in case it doesn't.
Okay. Let me see. Look here. Do I have anything else that I could use? What if I made a lasso, hooked it around the one of the trident fork things, and then dragged it.
Oh, what a wonderful idea, Kassandra.
I'll try and do that.
Okay. And while you're trying to do this, Tarvik... Alright, so there's 4 rooms up above. Which room do you go to? Which room?
Well, hang on. Is Rieta with me? Does Rieta follow to tie up?
Well,
tie
Rita's
up,
in her
Rolen?
room.
Oh, okay. Well, if I yelled down the hall to Rieta,
So
would she
Rita's
come
there.
out?
I don't know, Rieta. If
Yeah.
you heard Tarvik yell.
Rieta yells back at you, "I'm reading. Leave me alone."
Big sigh. I will. So I'm entering. There's 4 doors on either side. I will take. I'll 50-50 this. I'm just going the closest door. One.
Alright, so top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right.
Yep. Yeah. So I will take. The first door on the right. I will just go inside of it.
Okay, that's Kassandra's room. So you go into Kassandra's room. You don't know it's Kassandra's, but you go into a room.
Nope.
And you rush in. And what do you do with Rolen?
I'm gonna gently set the petrified Roland on the bed and just start getting ropes ready and just like, best I can. Like he's not petrified, so like I can move his limbs technically, correct?
Yeah, he's just paralyzed right
Yeah,
now.
so I would just like to like, I'm gonna say hog tie to the best of my ability. So like hands bound behind back, feet bound together, like all kind of connected. So like if he's moving, he's hopping, and that's it.
Okay, roll. Let's see, tying. Let's see how well you can tie him with. I think I've done dexterity before, but I heard or I read some article that was like it should be intelligence because it's like how
I think
well.
Yeah,
tie
I
it.
think it's supposed to be. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with either one. Dex is going to be better for me, but I'm okay with either one.
Yeah, I think let's do dexterity for now. I want to read that article because I think it made sense to me before, but I don't remember. So anyway,
yeah, I do remember. I think knot tying is supposed to be sleight of hand intelligence, if that makes sense.
Oh yes, it is.
So like, if you're proficient in sleight of hand, you're supposed to do that. I am not, so I would just roll intelligence in that case, and that would just be the same thing.
Yeah. Just roll sleight of hand. Sleight of hand makes sense.
Sleight of hand,
and we'll see in the future.
Ooh, those aren't good knots at all.
Not great. Yeah, I mean he's tied, but you think it's tied great. But we'll see what happens when Rolen becomes unparalyzed.
Okay, I will then yell down to Rieta again and be like, "Rieta, do you have keys to this door?" As I shut it behind me.
Mm-hmm. Rieta, you hear that?
There's no answer.
All right. Okay. Here's new plan. Do I have like did I use all 50 rope to tie him up, or would I have like half of the length left to do something else?
No, I'd say you used up all the rope.
Okay. Can I run down to Rita's room and just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna borrow this rope real quick"?
You don't know where Rita's room is, so you can.
Oh, that's true. Oh, well, I heard where Rieta yelled from.
Oh,
I could assume that's where Rieta is.
You can assume that she's in one of the 2 back rooms.
Okay, I will make my way down there. If the doors are open, I can look inside. Yeah, I will just grab the rope out of there.
It just eats some time checking both rooms, but you eventually find Rieta. Rieta, did you lock your room?
I may have. I'm pretty upset.
I
think I did. My door is locked.
You try for the door and it's locked.
Okay. Can I just knock? I'll just knock on it. And just like, Rieta, I need the rope to make sure Rolen can stay in his room and not hurt himself.
There's no answer. I'm sorry.
All right, hang on.
Am I still paralyzed?
Yes, for a moment, and we're gonna go to Kassandra, and then probably that will be the time frame, because we're not going specific rounds. But if each thing is happening within 6 seconds, you can do a lot within 6 seconds. So this is still kind of early on.
I just realized something. Can I? I'm sorry to do this. Can I errata back a little bit? I have pittance. I can literally pitten the door shut if I wanted to. Like, I can just make sure the door is incapable of opening. But I don't know if Tarvik probably didn't go there first, so Tarvik will go back and start pitting the door afterwards. But I think it's too late.
The door would open inward, so if you were to pitten it shut...
Oh, it opens inward?
Yeah. Or else anyone could access the door. Just based on the hinges of a door having to be on the inside and the door opening in.
Yeah, you always want bedroom doors always open inward, so it's harder to force your way in, easier to get out.
Okay. Well, why don't we finish up that, and then if he's unparalyzed, we can work around that from there.
All right, so we zoom back down to Golonna and Kassandra. So Kassandra, you're doing what? You have rope that you're making into a lasso?
I'm gonna lasso out of the rope so I can lasso the forks, I guess, and then drag it.
Okay, and where are you dragging it?
I'm gonna tell Golonna to wait there, and I want to drag it to the vault. Do we remember what we did with the tiles? Did we just leave them in there?
Yeah, we divided them back up.
Oh, we divided them back up. Okay.
Cromwell has some.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we're never getting back in there. All right. I'm gonna start going toward the Rowdy Room. I'm gonna go rent a room.
Okay.
I'm just not realizing I'm not putting him in your room. I am ruining your room.
Yep,
all right. So do you say that to Golonna, or do you just
start walking? I'm like, you can come with me, Golonna. I'm just gonna go rent a room at the Rowdy Room.
Oh, and I don't know if I would recommend that with people all around in the Rowdy Room. I'm not sure the nature of the magic of this, and I'd like it somewhere isolated if possible. Do you have another?
Do you have any ideas? In a boat.
I'm afraid isolated area. I'm not quite sure. Perhaps the temple, but I would like more eyes on it than I can provide, and I personally do not feel safe with such a strong magical item that can take hold of people's minds. Do you have a place in your home that Rolen will not be able to access? Perhaps that can be guarded by one of you?
All right. Did Rolen say that the pantry was magical before?
The larder in the basement.
The larder in the basement?
Has abjuration magic.
I'm gonna go there. Can I lock that?
You can. The door does lock.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go bring it down to the larder, lock it, and then...
the basement sounds like a good choice.
Yeah. And I'll lock it, and then I guess I'll just set out my bedroll and everything and just sleep down here next to the door. Well, I guess
right, so the basement is here, and the staircase, and Golonna would have followed you as you dragged it with you. You take it down there, you lock it, and at this time, Rolen, your paralyzed condition would have worn off, and this is where we will end tonight's session and pick up next week.
Oh, fantastic. This is great.
Oh, gosh.
That was great. That was great.
Yeah.